And then you suddenly realize Kismet is back. That's right, I'm back, everybody. Hello, welcome to the stream. Always my face is yellow and washed out during the 7 days to die is when I'm inside my awesome little place here, as you can see. Now, I've been given the word. Make sure that my microphone is working. Yes, I've been given the word that the part of the base has crashed or has come down. So I'm going to have to go check out why the base has been damaged and how it got damaged and see if we can fix that structural part that caused the base to be crushed. So let's go up here and check it out and see what's up.
Doesn't help to clean it either.
All right, coming up to assess the damage. We're live on the stream, by the way. Just a heads up, everybody.
You can assess the damage, all right. Damage is really bad. You can see it as soon as you come up to the bridge. Them faulty builders, I tell you.
I don't see it.
I think we just blame it on Samsung.
Why did the stone come down? Bet you somebody put something on the actual cobblestone, and the cobblestone is what caused the cascade of the rest of everything else. That's probably what it was. Looks like that's what it is.
I just got on and seen it, and I'm like, oh, I better put it on there.
No biggie. We can fix it. We can fix it, and we'll finish out the rest of the cobblestone, too. Such is the way it goes. Now, see how the cobblestone is gone? Now, if it was just in here, it would be like plow.
Yes, he can.
I had that exact thought in my head.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to go in here, and we're going to fix this up. I'm going to have to take all this out, obviously. But what happened is we have cobblestone over here. Now, we tested it before, and if you put anything on this cobblestone, the cobblestone will give way. So either somebody put something on the cobblestone to cause a cascade effect to bring everything down, because it's holding just fine everywhere else. Let's go look around and see if it's just that one corner. Someone made an entrance here. Oh, that's cool. Someone had made an entrance there. Looks good. All the rest of this is holding up. Check the rest of the base. Looking good. No breaches along the outside of the edge. So yes, little check, by the way. Now, this is a base that I planned out, and then we executed it here and built it. It came out really good. Came out really exceptionally well, actually. We built it a lot faster than I thought we would. I thought it would take a lot longer than we did, so we absolutely killed it. Killed it! Hello, Crazy. What's up, Betty? Thanks for hanging out. Now, by the way, for those of you who stayed after the little bit of break there, I'm going to give you some bonus kiss caps. That's right now. For staying past that break, watching whatever game I play, I appreciate everybody who does do that, who hangs out in the stream and says, Kismet, I don't care what you're playing, bro. I'm going to watch your stream. That's what I'm going to do. And for all of you, boom, there you go, extra 50 kiss caps. There you go. Now, I need to get a pickaxe here and go to work. Let's clean up the mess first. Let's clean up the mess, and then we'll go back to building. No worries. No biggie. We'll go back to building it up. I don't get worried about it. At least the whole base didn't come down. At least that didn't happen. Boom. We'll come down here, we'll build it back up a little bit, and then we're going to work a bit on that Kismet tower. I'm going to probably do some wood stuff with that and see how it goes.
All right, I'm back. Welcome back.
It's all Samson's. It's all Samson's fault.
All right, so let's look for those frames. I got the frames on me. Oh, that makes it
all right, I'm in the basement.
Why don't you come up and see what happened in the front of the base?
I am. Probably not gonna like this.
Oh, you're gonna love
it. Big deal. We can build it back.
You're gonna love it.
You guys remind me of my girls, man. They make like, oh my gosh, you took my hairbrush, and it becomes this giant drama thing. Ah, Oh my God, the world's ending. How could the world keep spinning if I don't have my hairbrush?
You said the northeast?
No, southwest corner.
Southwest, yeah. I gotta have my hairbrush.
Oh!
Yeah.
What'd you do, Samson?
Oh, okay. This is inside the base, okay? So this
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
farm.
Does it make a little more sense what we were trying to explain?
Yes. From the way you two were explaining it, you were basically saying, "Oh, the corner collapsed." What?
Well, it is.
I said the roof. Did you see the space
roof.
that I put in there?
The
Roof.
The roof is on fire.
I blame Kismet.
We don't need no water because the roof's on fire. Singing that to the stream.
Well, this is a good time to replace all that cobblestone with concrete.
Wow, man, I love obvious suggestions. You know how much I love those. Now, the reason why it
Yeah.
fell is because someone extended it to the cobblestone. You know how you can tell? Because the cobblestone is gone as well. So what happened is it got extended over to the cobblestone. The cobblestone fell in, and it caused a cascading effect, which also affected the concrete. Because if you notice on all other sides, it doesn't have that problem. So someone tried to put dirt down. It's an obvious, you know, I can see it now. It's obvious because you can see there's dirt over here. So someone tried to put dirt down or something over on the edges where the cobblestone was, which caused that to go all the way across the other side. So if it was just concrete where the heavy stuff was, because there's nothing on the cobblestone other than the cobblestone itself, it would have to have weight on it to cause it to cascade. And we already did this. This is like the third time this has fallen down now. Because we tried it with cobblestone. We're like, okay, yeah, cobblestone, not good. Then Mace tried it again with cobblestone because he didn't know that we had already tried it. And then, obviously, someone had tried to extend it and it got caved in. But that's no big deal, just one little corner. Obviously, the whole thing didn't cave in. You guys are making it like, oh my gosh, the whole base has crashed down and it's like impossible to fix. This is like, I don't know, 30 minutes to fix. 30 minutes to an hour maybe, if we have enough stuff done now. We have enough cement left over. I'll fix it, no biggie. No biggie. So I was saving the rest of the stuff because the outside cobblestones, I upgraded all of the pillars, but the outside cobblestone is just a walkway. There shouldn't be not bearing anything. There should be nothing load bearing out there. It's just us running back and forth. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Hey, Kes, can you drop down to the old chat for just 1 second?
Sure, right there. Okay, but I gotta mute you guys for a second. Hold on a second. I'm gonna mute you guys on the stream for a second. I'm back with you guys. There we go. And now I need to stream backdrops so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then I need to do a whole bunch of stuff. I need to do some stuff up in here. Some stuff. Gonna take me a second. Gonna take me a second. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. If I can find it. If I can find it. And make sure you guys can't see it. Nope. Alright. And jump out of there. Jump out of here. And boom. There we go. All right. Sorry, I had to do some administrative stuff there. Hey, Assassin, what's up? Let's see. Kismet, the game sounds are muted. Your mic sounds good, and the Discord is clear too. Yeah, I'm muting the game sounds.
Did you find all our Horde Night zombies?
Because
Okay, so where's the new base?
look on your map. It is huge, humongous. You should be able to find it.
I just took the zombie house down on the corner.
You sure it wasn't somebody's house?
Nope. It's the one the zombies all pop out of. We took the other one on the other corner.
All right. So let's go ahead and keep clearing here. So we've got to clear away some of the debris, and then I'll go back in and just rebuild. No biggie.
Oh, me and Samson took the other one down on the other side. The one that was spawning zombies all the time.
Yeah, make sure before you take something down, man. You didn't take Chewy's house, did you?
No, we left his house alone.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
If it had a sign out, we wouldn't mess with it. But this one was this one here always spawned zombies out of it, left and right.
Yeah, well, I think I'm going to do that in every playthrough we do from now on, is that nobody can have any houses or build anything that's within a certain distance of the base, so we can just watch them come straight at us. So,
We talked about this house. This house is on the south end of the base. We watched these last horde, me and Samson and Wolf were here. They were just spawning right out of the house.
Yeah, we were sniping them out of there the other day. Having a good time sniping them. All right, so we're going to go ahead and fix this up. As you saw, we had a bit of a cave in here. Now, the cement was probably fine, but you can cause a cascading effect. You can actually affect the cement. The cement can actually get destroyed when something else gets destroyed. Like, instead of this just caving in on the side here, right? And instead of just this caving in, right? What'll happen is it'll start to cave in, and then it will start to take this down. Now, that was probably strong enough and just fine.
But I'll tell you, I had the easiest.
But it then took that as along with it. So you got to watch out for that when you're building. Now, I wasn't going to waste our resources on the corner here because I thought it would be just fine. But it looks like what it had done is somebody had put weight over here, either stacked something on there or tried to extend the dirt out a little bit further. And when that dirt got extended out, it then, as you probably right here, look at that. That whole entire square is missing. Probably right there. See, someone had tried to square it out, and then the whole entire thing came down, which then, of course, caused a cascade across there and took that whole entire thing. That's my theory, anyway. I seriously doubt anybody's going to own up to it, but they might be afraid that I get all upset about it. Doesn't bother me at all. I'll just build it again. I'll just build it again. But you got to watch out for that when you're building your base. Because as I was informed, after, of course, we already figured it out, that the cobblestone can carry just as much weight as the wood. So the cobblestone is not a great thing to carry weight in, but concrete is awesome. Concrete is the stuff.
Well, it's the military base, right?
All right.
Yep.
So let's go back down
Be
here.
careful whenever you're spotted there because there's a lot of zombies in there the other day.
Tons of concrete in here. All right. Anybody put the concrete in a certain spot for me? Take that as a no. Go ahead and start that going. And I'm going to need... We were making a ton of it last time. I actually have the concrete itself, but it's going to take a while to convert. Do we have any actual buckets of concrete?
Yeah, I grabbed.
How much did you grab?
10,000.
Are we grabbing my concrete, man? You want to fix it? You can go ahead and fix it if you want. I don't mind. I'll fix it.
I'm already up here, bro. Where you at?
I'm down here picking it up, but I'd be up there too if I wasn't looking for my concrete that you just grabbed.
He's telling
I'll put
you.
half of it in this box up here. That's on my.
I know he's telling me after like 40 hours of working on the base. Dude comes in, Johnny come lately. Oh, I got it. I'm gonna fix it. Hey, I got it now, man. Hey, now that you got the thing 99% done and people are caving in your base, I got it. No problem. No, that's okay.
Funny.
I'll fill in the frames. You want to do the concrete? Let's do it.
Oh, that's
Team-
hilarious.
Teamwork
Okay,
for the win. I just razz.
Okay.
Just razz.
Let me put the frames over here in the box.
Oh, I got 1,500 frames on me right now. I had them from yesterday. I
Oh.
was fooling around.
Okay, you do the frames then.
All
I
right.
always like that. That made me laugh. I almost fell out of my chair.
All right. So, why is this pillar weird? That pillar's right. That pillar's right. Make sure to fill in all the supports first before you fill in the squares. Alright. Hang over the side a little bit here. Actually, I'm going to go down here. It'll be easier. Dee. Dude's like, I got it. Oh, I'll take care of it. Boom. All right, let's get this going over here. Boom. See, I like teamwork. I don't mind working together. Like so. But yeah, sometimes we rip each other just to mess with each other. We just, you know, we're comfortable enough with each other that we know we're not, you know, we're not purposely being mean. We're just messing. We're just messing. Sometimes you do that when you've been around people for a long time. You give them a little bit of messing around with them. But yeah, I did spend 40 hours on this base, by the way. I spent a long time building all these supports, building the cross beams, filling all this stuff in. And then we tested it and it fell down, and then I built it back up again, and then while I was out, we had built it again, and then apparently somebody was fooling around with it and it fell in again. Which is not good. Or maybe a zombie got in our base. That could be it too. Zombie got in our base.
Alright. Time to do
One of
some
the
heavy
supports to
duty
get
exploring.
damaged, and the supports fell down. Who knows? Who knows what it could have
And
been?
a lot of gun parts. I've been gone for a day. Holy moly.
Yeah, I loaded that second box up. I'll sort that out when I get back.
Yeah, you have 2 drop boxes, by the way. I spent yesterday about an hour and a half sorting all 15 boxes. The stream got to watch that. They loved it.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I bet you loved it too.
I love sorting. I think it's fun. You got to. If you're going to be a quartermaster, you got to love sorting.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, no, when I get back to base, everything in that second box is just pure weapon parts and weapons. I'll start
All right.
funneling that and
Okay,
make it pretty
there's
cool.
37 zombies approaching the base here.
Oh, mini horde?
37 or is it 36? Just messing.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Why don't you kill him?
Ah. Look at that. Trying to do it, getting him away.
Come on, shoot him.
Take him out. Take him out, Way. We're on a coffee break.
It's only 8. You should be able to handle that.
Stand on the spikes. Get off the spikes. Get off the spikes.
When you get 30, then call me.
There we go. Oh, now I'm in the barbed wire.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
normal
barbed
horde
wire.
of zombies in this game.
Yeah, it's
Found them in the new town.
There we go.
Adam's the one that
Got it
gets me in
taken care
trouble. He's like, "Oh, Cap, come over here." I come over there, and he's getting mollywopped by 30 zombies.
Do you really need help, Way, or you got him? Run up the ramp, by the way. There's a ramp to the west side of the base.
Sounds like he's got it.
I don't even know where he's at.
I'm almost to the base.
I hear some shooting.
Look at those pretty trees on top of the base.
Yeah, hang a left. Hang a left over toward us. There you go. Bring him right over here. Way up the side of the base is just straight ahead. Keep running down the road to the kind of north. You'll see it over there, a little ramp with a drawbridge. All right, let's fill this back in again.
Oh, I can make rockets now too. So.
Nice.
Now this will be much easier when we have it all filled in like so.
Yeah, you're all gonna miss me next week.
Or we're
You
gonna
guys
say,
with
is
the
he gone?
drawbridge and everything.
Oh, I'm gonna be gone because I'm gonna be putting my time into the new expansion.
I'm gonna get that whole storyline done at some point.
What, the first one?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
See
you
I'm,
next year, Dan.
I'm already past it.
I'm
I'm
see it
gonna
done at
I'll
some
jump
point.
on the new stuff right away.
So as you can see,
A raid
once you
leader
turn
like
it
me
into
has to be-
concrete, you can very easily then fill in the rest. Like, see, that's what I was trying to do last night. See, it works there once you have the rest of it filled in as well. So no biggie. See, you can just fix this stuff up. No biggie. No biggie. Alright, filling this in. Filling this in. So what I do is sometimes when I mute them, I also mute the stream, because if I mute just them, then what happens is my sound just goes completely wonky in Discord. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill this up. Get that done. Now, if you look at the size of this thing, I actually did the entire thing. It took me like 9 hours to build all the supports and build out the entire base with all of the boxes. It's a lot of work. Massive amount of work, as a matter of fact. So, yeah. We had a bit of a cave in there. Look, it caved in over here, too, which is very unusual. Caved in over here. That's odd. Why did it cave in right there? Must have went and cascaded that way and then cascaded back this way and took some of that out. So yeah, I didn't want to waste the concrete on the side because, again, it's not load bearing. There's nothing to be on it. This is the load bearing side, but apparently somebody decided they wanted to put some stuff there and it went kerbloom. Or a zombie got in here somehow and went kaboom that way. But such is the way it goes. Oh, we got to fill these in here. Got to fill these in here. Now, I like to stand sideways like this because it's kind of like the easiest way to fill these in. At least I find for me. And then I'll stand on it like this. And if you got the sides already concreted out, or if you have them as cobblestone, then the middle won't fall out like what's been happening when I just use rebar frames. If I just use rebar frames, then the rebar frames themselves fall out of there. See, I can do this. Not even have to do that last one. But, you know, I don't want to make it too easy for it to fall. Because it actually uses real physics. So you see me just put down the rebar frame. And sometimes I mute those guys because they just talk and talk and talk.
And if you have the max out rifle skill, can actually do
They
it.
just
in one
talk and
shot.
talk and talk, and it's hard for me to talk over them. Hard for me to talk over.
Nice.
Yeah, so friendly hint because I know.
I
you
used
use
to have it, by
sniper
the way, on
also.
my stream where I was talking and they could hear all of this talking. They can't hear me talking right now. So I don't torture them on there, and they have to listen to me all the time. I had to rewire everything. I actually have two mics. One mic for you guys, and then a separate mic for when I'm talking to them. So that they don't have to listen to all of that. They don't have to listen to all of that. Well, I'm glad I put some... Look at that. That stopped that cascade there. Stop that cascade. So, watch out that you don't cause your whole thing to go kerblooey like this one. And this will be the third time it's caved in. And usually happens when you put anything over the top of cobblestone, it will break. But again, I'm not too worried about it. You know, like I tell everybody who is on the server, don't get too attached to stuff, right? Like, I'm not going to get all upset about the base, because eventually one day we'll reset and this base will be gone. This was just something fun for the team to do, to work together toward a common goal, which was super fun. Super fun to do. And it worked. It actually worked really great. As you can see, we've got the double kill box. We can defend the base against giant onslaughts of zombies. Worked out pretty great. Let's leave that dirt there. Leave that dirt there and they can fill it back in. Fill it back in. All right. Now that we've got that fixed, no problemo. And we'll go down here and see how my concrete is doing. See how my concrete is doing. Catch up on chat. Hey, Assassin. Hey, Daniel. What's up, buddy? Kismet, drink and eat. Yeah, I guess I could. Yeah,
So where do we put all the...
already got 200 health, so I don't really need to worry about it anymore. I don't care. That was kind of my goal, was to get to 200 health. And once I got to 200 health, then I don't really care. I don't really care if I die. I've had 0 deaths because I'm trying to get that goal to see if I could, you know, last that long without dying for eating. Now, if I die when someone kills me, I don't care. I don't like to lag die or die because of I glitched. Those are kind of annoying deaths. But as you can see here, once I eat up, you'll see me go back up to 200 health. You can actually get 250 if you have the survivor perk at the same time. So let's go over here and let's do some concrete. Let me go ahead and go back in here. Where's my concrete mix? Favorites. There we go. So we need a whole bunch of small stone and crushed sand. So let's go ahead and grab that. We'll grab 5,000. And we'll grab stone. There we go. And we'll get that queued up. Oh, 250, 2,500 going there. And again, fill up that sand. Actually, what I can do is put some of this stuff away. Put some of this stuff in the drop box. Let's drop some of the stuff in the drop box that I picked up last night. And those are support beams we were fooling around with. That in there. And then I can just get a ton of stone and a ton of sand. Get a ton of sand, a ton of stone, like so. We can queue up a massive amount. Let's see if we can do 500. There we go. Then here, let's go ahead and stop this. Let's just queue up. Oh, what do I need? More small stone. More small stone. Let's just get a ton of it. Now, they've been out collecting all this stuff, by the way. When you're working together, you can do much more than you can do separately. Whoa, that's way too much. Let's just do 500. Take all that out of there. Number lock. 500. There we go. We'll do 5,000 there. We'll do 5,000 there. And we'll do another 5,000. Now, because it's going in sets of 10, by the way. It goes in sets of 10. That's why I'm only putting 500 instead of 5,000 in there. If you use this other one, you actually type the number 5,000. It just makes it easier. Makes it easier to queue up a whole bunch of stuff. All right, now that I got that squared away, and I'm so glad that that everyone put that in my Dropbox for me. It's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and fix this small stone here. A bunch of stacks now missing. There we go. Make it nice and easy to put that in there. And cobblestone block. Put that back up there. Somebody was making some cobblestone block because they found out it was broken. Somebody broke it and was like, dude, my bad. My bad. But no worries. We'll just go in and we'll just fill the whole rest of it in with concrete. No biggie. No biggies. Go ahead and grab that nail gun. And let's see if we've got any done so far. 232. 70. 100. Oops, we're making some cobblestone rocks also. Somebody saw that it got broken.
Are they still there? Are they damaged?
No.
Somebody saw it got broken. Somebody was remaking cobblestone blocks in there and remaking repair as well. Somebody knew it was broken.
Oh, one of the mixers?
Yeah, one of the mixers. Somebody was in there fixing it up. Yeah, the reason why I don't want to waste all the resources in the outside, again, it's just a walkway. So why waste it out there? Because that's not carrying any load whatsoever. But now we're going to have to burn, 5,000 concrete on it. But we've got more than enough now. But it's just kind of a little bit of a waste. But, yeah, well, just have to collect more stone. Because the garden is not supposed to go all the way out to the edge. The outside is a walkway.
I'm putting the concrete in your drop box, guys.
Oh, why don't you put it up here in this top box? There's a box up here. You can put in one of the boxes up here. At the top.
Oh, up on the roof?
Yeah, up on the roof. Up on the roof.
That's a great thought.
Yeah, right here on the brown chest. See if we got any in there. No, we've used it all up. I got about 15,000 concrete queued up right now, so we'll have plenty. Eventually, I'll build a tower up here. That's why I was fooling around the other day working on that tower.
Out of 10,000, that's how much is left.
Yeah, see, I told you. That's why I didn't want to waste it along the outside. It was totally unnecessary. But oh well. Oh wells. Oh well. We'll have our team come back in here and fix all that up. Dee. All right, so we're gonna fix this up first, so that doesn't happen again. But again, I don't get too attached. Right? I don't get too attached to my stuff unless people
luckily,
keep taking my
upgrading
stuff and not
cobblestone
returning
to
it.
concrete.
The only thing that bothers me, I don't mind if they borrow like my bike or anything like that. It's the not returning it. Also, the thing that bothers me is people who are solo players on our team server. If you're more of a solo player, if you're thinking more of yourself than other people, that is not going to work out. Both in this game and any game that we play toward team goals and team achievements. So if you're not working together as a team, then we're probably not the right one for you, and that's okay. You don't have to be teamwork oriented. You can do your own thing. That's okay. Just not on our server. Not on our server. Well, now you have just a small inkling there, Samson, of how many hours that took me to do. That was actually fast when two people are doing it. But have to do all the supports and all the sub parts and then put down all the boxes of all the places. And I did it in cobblestone first because that's what May said to do, and then we found that wasn't a good idea, and then I had to go up and re-upgrade everything, which I think in the long run took me like 5 times longer than just to do it in concrete in the first place.
Do we have any stone down there?
Oh yeah, we have a ton of stone.
We have tons of stone. There's at least 20,000 cement in your drop box, I think.
Yeah, I just put it back in there. I already queued up more cement in the mixer right now. 15,000.
Oh, okay.
Don't be looking at my Dropbox. What are you looking at my Dropbox for? That's part of the server's rules, man. You're busted.
Hey, man, I'm the one that put that cement in there.
I know, I'm just messing.
So, I guess, technically I own that cement? Is that how that works?
Another rule of the server, it's owned by the team. Everything is owned by the team.
He's fired.
Yeah, look out, bro. Look out. Remember,
He's fired.
Those are the rules of the server. I was just talking about that's the funny irony. I was just saying that just like 2 seconds ago what the rules of the server were, and then you said that. That was perfect.
I want to know who's putting all of this stuff in weird boxes that are not labeled.
Yeah, I put yours in that upper right-hand corner there, the Jang Second drop box. I put that in there, and it is labeled. It's labeled by the thing that says Jang Second drop box, and it's pointing toward that box.
The weapon one? I'm looking right next to the weapon one. There's third down from the weapon, or second to where the weapon, acceptable weapon drop box, second box. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you can't put that sign in the corner because the other sign is there. So you have to use one sign for both boxes. In the future, I'm going to separate those so I don't have that problem. But when I built that out in kind of a U-shaped, while we were trying to fix the roof, that's how it ended up, where you had to have those signs double up. What's up, Kismet and the crew? I am repairing the base.
I do have
We're upgrading it.
Put a bunch of other guys on doing my job.
Getting her upgraded.
Hi.
Helping me out.
Hi.
What's up?
The wolf's creeping up on you. Watch out. He might jump on your back.
Oh, is that what I'm gonna do? Okay.
Quick, come over here. I got some nails for you. You got to catch him, though.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
He can use his teeth.
All right. So, yeah, we got a ton of cement going there. We got 5,000
He
going
is a
in
crafty
each.
wolf.
We'll let that go. and we'll kind of finish the rest
Allegedly.
of that later. I'm
Oh,
going
I
to
know
put
that
this
for
nail
a
gun
fact
back
that
in
you're
here. Me and Mace kind of share this nail gun. So I'll put that in there.
Still say allegedly.
And we got some cement in there. I'm going to grab that out and stack that.
How about I plead the
Over
fifth?
here.
There we go.
I didn't think
there.
wolves did that.
No, I don't
oh,
have
that's my
to
red
admit
bandana.
guilt.
Hey, by the way, somebody moved the workbench. Anybody know who took the workbench out?
Oh yeah, that was me.
Why'd you take the workbench out, bro?
I got tired of getting caught up on it.
Leave the workbench there. It's for the armorer, dude, and also for the medical and all that stuff over there. Dude, the dude's like, Dark Angel comes in and goes like, dude, my workbench is gone. And I'm like, somebody just wrenched it. They either got mad at it or they took it and put it in their house or something. Mysterious
not gonna
disappearing
lie.
bench.
I'm not gonna lie, I did get mad at it because I kept getting caught up on it.
Dude,
shouldn't
make sure if you take the bench down or whatever, then it's like somebody stole the bench and oh my gosh, people are stealing stuff, and it like causes all this like, you know, speculation, which is probably one of the worst things about this game is the speculation of people taking other people's stuff. And sometimes it might be true, but also it's like it starts that drama. That then I could just see that completely unraveling in this game on certain servers, you know. That, you know, people start that whole battle of somebody took my, you know, stuff.
Oh, the best part of me taking it down, Dark Angel was there watching me doing it.
Oh, was he?
Taking it down.
That's
Yeah.
funny, because I was totally asked him, I go, what happened to that workbench? He's like, I don't know. I was looking for it. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe he was just trying to be nice, trying not to get you in trouble. That could be it, too. Or he's like me, he's older, and he just forgot. He just forgot.
Oh, I would have told you, Samson.
Yeah, rip collapse. Actually, we've had it collapsed now 3 times. First time we tested it to
I
see if
would
it
have
would
ran
collapse, and it
Samson
did.
over with the bus.
Because we had cobblestone. Then then I said, okay, cool, I'll come back tomorrow and I'll go up there and I'll make it all concrete and fix it. Well, Mace went and tested it too, because he didn't know that we had already tested it. And then he collapsed it in, and then we had to build it back up again. And then somebody had been doing something up there that caused it to collapse, because the cobblestone, you can't put it on the cobblestone or it'll collapse. And then what it'll do is it cause a cascade, which will also cause the concrete to collapse, even though the concrete is rock solid and would be just fine by having that stuff on top of it. The second that it causes that cascade, it will take out anything else that's close to it. Much like what happened when I caused the sand to go. When some of the sand fell, it then caused 40 levels of sand to get pulled down, which is kind of, I don't know, a little unrealistic, but such is the way it goes, right? Such is the way. So right now I'm grabbing a bunch of concrete here. Or actually, I'll just let that run for a while. Let that run for a while. And do that.
You're taking over his duties.
It sucks.
What's up?
PG-13.
What? That was PG. How dare you?
What is he taking over? Sorry, I had you guys muted.
I'm taking over Mace's job as builder
Why?
because his PC is broken.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, he's supposed to be getting it fixed within the next few days.
Well, what are you building?
Well, one, I'm making sure the base doesn't fall down, but apparently someone didn't get the memo about the farm, so...
Well, your first day on the job and you're already causing the whole thing to cave in. Yep, your fault.
Yep, fired.
Well, actually, I've been on the job for at least 5 days already, because his computer's been broken for a bit.
You failed.
All right, well, first day in the job officially, and boom, whole thing collapses down.
All right, Jang, you're up. Your time to take over.
Nope, I pass.
Just messing. All right, let's check our horde day here. What are we on? Oh, we got plenty of time. 4:13. No worries. No worries.
James already did horde night. It was great. There was no zombies.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Super tough one, huh? We had an
Oh
awesome one
yeah,
the other day,
they
man.
were
It was
coming
like
out of north.
it was just like nothing but skeet shooting. It was skeet shooting zombies, man. They were just coming in. We're like, boom, dead, boom, dead, boom, dead. We were sniping them in that house across the way. They would come out the doorway, boom. Before they even got the doorway, we would snipe them. It was awesome. How's my night going? Going awesome. Going awesome. A bit of the base fell
Well,
down, but
Cat
it's
did
not
all
that
the
big
work
of a
last
drama
night.
they made
I
it
just
into. Oh my
spectated.
God, the base fell down. The base. I thought like the whole base fell down, or the bottom of the base might have fell down, but just a little corner of the base. I went over there and just repaired it and went back to it. Now I could go on a big long rant and go, ah! That's what I look like when I'm angry. But I'm not that way. I'm just not that way. No big deal. It fell down, so let's just put it back up again. I know, it's just so obvious.
I'll tell
It's
you,
so
man.
obvious that
I
you
was
would just
watching him shoot
go
everything.
put it
I
back
just
up
kinda
again, right?
stamped on.
But
That's all I did.
not
I
everybody
didn't do nothing.
finds the obviousness of that. Why's my light not coming back on?
Poor
What
guy
happened?
away.
What happened there? My light's not working. My light's busted. No moss. No moss on my light. I can't turn my light on. What's the deal? Nope. Did I run out of batteries? What's the deal?
Whoa, wait a second. Okay, I am totally about to flip right now.
Okay, why?
Uh-oh.
Someone took something out of my bike.
Oh, there it goes. See, like I said, starting already.
What was taken out of your bike?
My ammo for my rifle. Like, I had at least 250 rifle bullets and 150 incendiary rounds.
You got your name in there?
I got my name in there. I mean, you can look at my bike and see what all I got in there, and you can tell that the bullets are missing.
Yep, not supposed to take things out of other people's bikes. Not good. That's one of the things. You're not supposed to look in other people's drop boxes, other people's personal stuff, and you don't take other people's stuff. You go into somebody's bike and you see that it has a name there, you're not to take that out of there. If I do find you doing that, you will be booted off the server. I know what it is, man, but what do you need? Get Jang to make it or replace it for you.
Having fun, way?
I like how he delegates me to do it.
Way's in there driving.
I'm
Maybe
still
it was
trying to
Way.
figure out all the buttons.
Did you grab all of his ammo, Way?
I don't know. He just got on it and looked like he was having fun driving it back and forth.
Yeah, the way you check it out, Way, is you hold down the E and you can interact with it, and then you go to like the thing that looks like a trunk, and then you can see if it's owned by somebody. If it's got somebody's initials in there, you do not take the bike and you do not take the stuff out of it. But by the fact that he doesn't even know how to get into the trunk, probably wasn't Way.
How do you even know someone's initials?
You open the trunk.
Because they're not yours. That's how you know. If you see anybody's
No.
initials
I
in
mean,
there-
how do you figure out if someone's bike is someone's bike? I can't even figure out how to not get on the bike or get on the bike.
Okay.
I just told you. You hold down E, and you click on the
Yeah,
little
I
thing that looks
figured
like a
that out.
trunk.
That's what I was trying to do. I
You
was looking
open-
at this bike
If
and I'm
you see-
driving it away.
If you see any initials in there at all, you go, this is not my bike, then you get out of there. That's how you know.
How do you look is what I'm saying. I keep getting
You-
on the bike.
You open the interface wheel and you move your mouse over the trunk icon, and then you let
I
go.
need
of
enough-
What day is
How
nice
do you
in this
open the
case?
interface wheel?
It is
I know it's 13.
4
I just
13.
destroyed this table. Somebody
Oh,
broke it and I
Way.
shot it once.
He's new though. He's new in the game.
Oh, there we
We're
go.
gonna let him slide
Where
on
do you
that one.
see someone's initials?
That's funny.
You
That's funny. Way's always
Anywhere
pretty
in the-
funny. Oh, we got all this wood
so
in here.
this
What do
one
I got all
says
this wood
Sam.
yes.
for? Get all that wood out of there.
How do you guys put the initials in there?
You make letters.
Yeah, you come over here to the deco station. It looks like a red top station, and there's a sign next to it too. And you just can make signs, but you need like nails and stuff. But we got like thousands of them now, which is great because I used to have like problems with all the nails disappearing.
It just broke my table. Now I gotta build it again.
Day one.
Somebody
4
broke
13.
it, and I accidentally shot it with 45. And it
Thanks
just
to Meriday.
disappeared.
So how do I
I'm
get
the
a
one I
bike
told
and
him
put
Meriday.
Way in
No,
there?
I'm just messing.
This one right here is completely
So
empty.
yeah, if
with
you
no
want to come
name.
in, Newski,
You can take this
go for
one.
it.
How do you put a name on it?
You need letters, and you make those down in the basement.
I just told you.
Yeah, okay, I'm totally
Did
lost.
you guys not hear me? Am I
I'm
just
better
talking
off
to myself?
taking-
You're always talking to yourself.
It's like, how do I do this? I just explained that. Everybody in the stream knows how to do it now.
Did you ever figure we don't listen to Kismet anymore?
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of that thing in City Slickers where he's going along and he's like, the cows know how to operate the VCR by now. Stop it.
I need a
You
nail.
guys
And
remember
how
those
do you
scenes?
make letters? How do you make letters?
With
Deco station.
nails.
Nails.
In the deco station.
That really cleared things up.
And it's called sign. So go to the bottom.
Okay. You
I
go in
was
the
very
basement.
clear. It's got a red top to the table. There's a sign next to it that says Deco Station. That's a dead giveaway. And then get some nails. We like to
Also,
rib
if you
each
hold
other from
spring, go
time to
down the
time.
ladder faster.
Way is awesome, by the way. We just like to mess with each other. Like to mess with each other from time to time.
You know,
Just showing that love.
since this game's still
Now,
an alpha,
you can't do
gotta
that to
send them
people
a
you
note,
just
we
met,
need
by the way.
elevators.
I don't do that to new members or
man.
anything like that.
Alpha.
Because, you know, we kid around with
Okay,
each
so
other,
where
but
do I
some people
go?
get offended by that.
This
So
table right here.
you
Willie.
gotta
With the
gauge
red
it first
top.
before you do that kind of stuff, right?
The one that says.
Now, we've been together a long
Deco
time.
Station.
5, 10, 14
got it.
plus years. So we
Okay,
can get away with that with
now-
each other. So
I think you type
It's
in
just a bit of fun.
sign.
a
and it
bit of
should
fun to
bring
make
up
each other laugh.
letterings, but you need
Kismet.
nails, I believe.
But I need a new table over here, an armor table. I accidentally shot it and it fell apart, but I think somebody already broke it before me.
Bummer.
An
Well,
armoring station?
Making bullets out of table.
just build another one. Can you build another one? You want me to build you one?
Yeah, I'm looking for it. What is it under?
Just type in
It
armor.
says I need 15
They are.
iron for a letter.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, black
Iron?
iron right here in the corner.
Yeah, I need 15, so I need 45 iron to do 3 letters.
Turn left.
Good.
Black iron and stone.
Is where?
Right there. Right
Raw
there.
iron?
Right
Black
there.
iron and stone.
Right there.
Now, how do I split the stack again?
Right mouse. Yeah, if you need more stuff for that, Jang, there's a ton of stuff up there in Forge Tools. By the way, if anybody's looking anything for a forge or a workbench or whatever, it's up there in those Forge Tools. We have a ton of them up there. And anything you don't have up there, just grab the supplies and make whatever you need. Okay, what am I doing? I am doing something. I'm getting the concrete. Distracted. Distracted. Hashtag distracted. Now, making this concrete takes forever, by the way. So you usually want to queue that up when you're offline, and then come back and get it later. Like you queue like 15,000 of it up and come back.
I can't
Hopefully
believe
nobody's
someone would go
taken it
into my
by
bike,
then.
take the bullets out, but leave the rocket and the rocket launcher in there.
Well, what bullets are they? Are they sniper?
Yeah, 7.62. I had about 200 of those and 150 incendiary round 7.62.
Well,
I got the incendiary
Let's
back.
have Jang make them for you.
I say no, not for him.
Shenanigans.
Anybody else? No problem. I'll make them in a fat second.
Oh, by the way, Samson, I was editing or cutting down that other one, and I think I'm uploaded here soon. On the one where you're like, somebody took my bike. My bike is gone. It's totally gone, man. I can't believe somebody took my bike. And then we found it later that night on top of the house.
Oh,
See, that stuff,
Okay,
when that stuff
crafting
starts, you gotta
letters.
crush that stuff quick.
Why don't I
Hi,
have them in my
Bernie.
inventory?
Thank you so much. Thought you already followed
So,
me before.
are
But,
they-
hey, thanks for dropping
oh,
the
did
Dragon
you
Hammer,
craft them?
crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. We also got a posing soldier who has also pressed that, dropped that Dragon Hammer as well about an hour ago. Thank you very much. Sorry if we missed you there when we were in here goofing off. I need the thingy. I love this thing, by the way. The nail gun is the stuff. The nail gun is the stuff.
probably forgot to eat.
Did you eat?
Oh,
Now here's the real question. Did you put a bedroll down?
no, it's still back at the old military base.
Have fun walking.
No, I'm going to walk through that little tunnel you guys built.
Oh, there you go.
Have fun saying hello to the zombies.
But I didn't get my Y. I only got my WA before I died.
Well, if you queued it up in the bench, it'll finish in the bench while you're walking back.
It was in the output, but I didn't pull it out yet.
How's everybody doing?
Doing good, Itchy.
A bit salty.
Just spent the last 10 minutes running around my front yard. I was taking out trash, and my dog thought it'd be funny to run out and run halfway across the dang subdivision.
Oh, bummer. Oh, we need cobblestone to repair that.
Fun times. My dog's done that a few times. Ran out the front door.
My dog, this current dog, Sparkle the Legendary Gamer Dog, strangely enough, just says, man, I got it too good. I'm not going out the fence. I mean, you can leave the fence open, but she'll think about it. But she never runs out anymore. She did when she was a puppy, but at her age, she's 7 now. And she'll literally just lay down on the ground with the gate wide open.
Well, yeah, he doesn't run away. He waits till you start going towards him, then he runs and stops until you catch up to him, and then he runs again, thinking he's being funny.
Oh, so he's a troll.
You never run after a dog because it trains them to run. I never run after my dog. I stand there and I say, come to me now. And then if they don't come, I say, come to me now. I don't chase my dog ever because I already learned that lesson with past dogs.
Man, I can't find this table anywhere.
By the way, the fastest way to get your dog to come to you, treats. Say, oh, who wants a treat? Who wants a treat? Who wants a cookie? And then, boom, they come right to you. Then you grab them by the collar and you bring them in. That's how you get them outside.
Now, mine's dumb. I tell him, I go get the car and open the door and he jumps in.
That's not true, Kiss. The fastest way to get him to come to you is have him on a short leash.
Well, if you have him on a short leash and he gets out of the fence on a short leash, how are you going to grab the leash when he's running away? I just totally brain stunned him.
You don't let him off the leash.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to mess with you. That was awesome.
All right, so when I'm looking at this clock, is the thing on the left with the
Die
purple
while making
splat,
signs. I know. Here's
that's the
sign.
number of days elapsed
The
before the next horde?
No, that's your level.
No. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
so
the
I'm
level.
just a paltry level little 4 schmucko.
Yeah.
Get out there and shoot some stuff, or build some stuff, or do something. I'll build you up quick.
I'm still trying to figure out how to get stuff.
All right, well, we had a bit of a
You're
cave
just
in
a
here,
little
so
guy.
now I'm obligated to go in.
Yeah, I always wondered what that number meant. I just
and
never
have
asked.
to fill
Now I
in the
know.
rest of the base, which I wasn't going to do because
I don't
it
know,
spurs
for
a lot of
life me, I can't
resources
find
that
this table.
the team
where is
doesn't
it
need
in
to burn.
building?
But I'll go in and repair it all, make sure that none of these supports here are damaged. Try to fix those as well from the collapse. Now I have cobblestone on the outside of this so that there's a little bit of damage there. So that we could just have a walkway, right? So we didn't have to burn all those resources, waste the resources on that. But it fell in because somebody was fooling around. I don't know why. Because it is plenty strong. But I'm going to run along down here and just fill in the rest of it. It's going to take a lot of resources. But we've got a lot queued up.
I think
we'll
I
have
figured
enough.
out why they went after my ammo on my bike. Because there's no ammo in this box.
What box is that?
The free game ammo.
Have you guys gone to the other city yet?
There's ammo in there.
There was a whole bunch of ammo in there.
Yeah, we
Well-
have. Wait, but feel free to go ahead, man. Go over there and kill some zombies.
No, I got to get my pack first. Get my letter Y.
You also-
Figure out how to put it in the friggin' bike.
Also
I
take
still
some
haven't figured
gas.
out all the inventory system yet.
Yeah, make sure to get some gas too, man, because you don't want to be halfway over there and then run out.
I don't feel bad. Last time we played, I had guns and I didn't know how to grab ammo.
I remember telling you about 5 times how to reload. Yeah, the real trick to everything is either you R to reload or you hold down R to choose your various weapons, your various ammo for your weapons. That's the trickiest part, I think.
If someone had told me the controls are close to the Skyrim, it would be easy to figure out.
You just go to controls and look.
Wow.
For way, that's a hard thing to do.
Wow.
They are kind of similar,
That is-
but not similar.
Just had a genius moment there. All right, so we're filling in the rest of this with cement. Again, I was going to not do it, but going to do it here in case someone else decides to put heavy stuff on the outside of our
Yeah, I
base.
don't know the quality of your guns either way. If you
Call
want,
a,
the gun box has plenty of like
cause a,
600, which is
cave
max
in.
quality weapons down there.
Again,
So
do
make
not
sure you
put
have a good
stuff on top
weapon
of
with you.
cobblestone. Not good.
I
At least heavy
got
stuff.
a
Like a
212
giant
sniper
farm.
rifle, a
Not
580
good,
shotgun, 550 pistol.
Now, what I
Okay,
also
you're good
just
shit,
did,
then.
by the way, I had a problem trying to upgrade one of the cobblestones because it was damaged. If you don't have some cobblestone to repair it first, then you can't upgrade it to cement. Now, as you can see, we have a massive amount of resources, and the only way that we would be able to build this base in any kind of reasonable time frame is if everybody pitched together. So this is not just me building this base. This is everybody kind of working together. So Mace had built the inner area, and he'd done the outer support lines. I'd done the whole interior part and the whole entire ceiling here, as well as a lot of the kind of bars and things up here. I also planned the whole entire thing out beforehand, so we had a kind of an idea of what we were shooting for. Because when you're doing something on this scale, you don't want to waste too much resources figuring it out. So it's good to try to figure out the structure of it beforehand. But it actually turned out great. I think it turned out pretty amazing. So we're just going to fill the rest of this in while we chat. And then we're going to work a bit more on the tower. So I'm going to make a bunch of carpentry kits over there. And I'm actually going to build out kind of a temporary tower.
Yeah, you know, having food and water in real life, that's just a thing.
Well, our chef has been MIA for a couple of days.
There's plenty of food.
And I was telling you in the stream that the zombies were visiting your cafe the other day.
Oh, they gotta visit somewhere because you guys blow up my house all the time.
They knocked the doors down. Me and Dark were there and killed about 15 of them, and then fixed the doors for you. They were like eating for free.
Those are his party guests. They come by all the time, you know. Hey, he can't be picky, you know. He's trying to make a buck over there, you know. Can't be picky on your Patreons, you know. If they're gonna come in and buy, you know, a Tutti Frutti, whatever the name of that thing is from the House of Pancakes.
They must just like his food he makes.
Yeah, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as they're not attacking our base, I got no problem with it. I got no problem with it at all. All right, now I'm just going to put in the supports here. Gonna make everything. Now, I guess I'll fill in the rest of these supports too while I'm at it.
Where'd my builder go?
I have a whole nother line.
Oh,
of
I put the table
cobblestone.
down already.
I'm gonna add a whole nother
Thank
row
you.
of cobblestone.
I'm gonna
We
find
don't
some
really
person
need,
to
but
do
Okay,
I'm
before
gonna.
I mess this up again, where do I get a bedroll?
Way you dropped your axe.
There's a crate called bread rolls, and there should be some in there.
What? There's a crate and it's got bedrolls in it? Oh, I'm trolling today. Look out! I'm in a trolly mood.
I know. Where is it? There's 6 million crates down here.
Look for the one that has the sign that says bedrolls.
Yeah, there's a sign. Here's your sign.
Ground, dirt.
No, it's in the middle section. Like as soon as you come down the ladder, you
I
turn
see
to
like
your left.
fiber, ground dirt, Kismet's underwear, tools and construction books.
Kismet's underwear.
No, wait.
Kismet's underwear.
Hey man, don't be in my underwear drawer, man.
Okay, look, wait. Come here. Turn around. Okay, wait. When you come down the ladder, you turn left. It should be in the middle
It's in my
section.
underwear drawer again,
over
guys. What are we gonna do about this? Because the question is, what
one that says
graph
torches
settings
and
you use in
bedrolls.
Skyrim Special Edition?
Top
Oh, I don't know.
section.
I think it uses medium or high. I will check it when we're in there tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, not tomorrow.
You
not
shouldn't
the day
really
after
need to
tomorrow
go
either.
into
Thursday.
the
We'll check it on
boxes over
Thursday.
here unless you're a builder.
See, I think of tomorrow as the next day I stream, but it's not tomorrow.
Okay, where's everybody putting their bedrolls down?
Up here where the bikes are. You can put it down wherever you want, though.
You mind you guys like in this big, huge fortress, bike parking, all these traps, storage areas, and you couldn't build bedrooms?
Hey,
Not
Mate,
do that yet.
our
All right,
real builder has been out
here's
sick.
the most important question: where's the toilet?
Outside the base.
Oh, sure. This is supposed to be a realistic game.
It is realistic.
No toilet?
Yeah, there's toilets.
Well, there's a bucket out back.
Yeah, there's a bucket. You can don't do it on Chewy's front lawn though.
It gets enough blasting as it is.
Yeah, and Chewie's got that special stuff in his pool, so don't go in his pool either. It'll turn blue.
He's got a. That pool gets bigger every day.
Yep. Let's see. What am I doing? I come back from.
Can we even call it a pool anymore? It should be like a
Well,
lake.
He
Or a
doesn't
pond.
have. He doesn't have any neighbors anymore.
All right, what guns use 9mm? What uses 10mm?
9mm is the regular pistol that you would find, and 10mm is
Build
the
an outhouse.
SMG.
I will occasionally, BKB.
Dope, thank you.
You're
He
welcome.
says ain't troll. Exactly. I don't troll. Oh,
Yeah,
almost
the
fell to my death.
round that gets the most.
I don't troll very
use,
often, but
7.62
Wade
easily,
and I
'cause
have been together for a very long
there's
time.
so
He's
many
my
weapons
second
that
in
use
charge in the guild. I rip him probably more than anybody else. We go back and forth. He does funny stuff like that where, hey, I'm in Kismet's underwear drawer. So I get him back a little bit and he gets me. So again, that's when you know you're kind of okay in that friendship, right? Where you can mess around with each other and people's feelings aren't going to get hurt.
Also, Way, it might be a good idea to take off your jacket in the desert.
Yeah.
And Samson, there's in my drop-off box. There's
Why am I
40
underground
ammo.
and my temperature's going up?
Because your jacket's on.
You're in
Haven't
the
you-
desert.
You have your jacket on and something called geothermal heating, I believe it's called.
Yeah, science.
Science.
Because magic.
And Samson, that animal fat thing you were looking for is in my drop-off box. 40. of them.
Okay.
It's
Thank
also
you.
120 degrees in the desert right now.
Yeah, but I'm underground.
Doesn't matter. Still in the
Why don't you
desert.
come sit? Why don't you come over here and sit next
You're
to me?
underground with a bunch of furnaces that are producing heat.
There you go. Chewie's got the proper explanation.
All right, we need, you know what? We really, really, really need an underground layer that has a swimming lake in it.
Oh, we're working toward it. Everything you do in this game takes about 9 hours, by the way. So building it like my next goal, which I should be working on right now, was doing our underground garage that goes all the way to the bottom of the base, which I shall start working on here in a bit.
You like how fast I can move right now, Kismet? Look behind you. This is fast I can move.
What'd you do? You break your leg?
Both of them.
Awesome. That's some skills right there.
Now go get heat exhaustion level 2 and be even slower.
All right. Double
Oh
leg break.
god, that just sounds horrible.
Just got the special edition, says Piffo.
I found a military base.
An Ultra
Hello.
on the standard version, but now it says medium is recommended. I got an i7.
If you see my name pop up and I died, there's
I don't know.
landmines.
I don't use.
Also, wait.
I don't even look at graphics after a while. By the way.
Might want
Good
to
see
take the
you
hoodie
again,
off
Kismet
also.
And team, it's been
That
a
don't help
while
in the desert
since I
either.
caught Kismet stream. Well, hey, welcome, Joel. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Thanks for hanging out in the stream.
Oh,
Appreciate
Daniel's
it.
trying to get to us.
Appreciate it.
You
Kismet, how
might
about an
want to
underground
grab
apartment
a
complex? Yeah, we'll do
tank
that as
top
well
out of
too.
the,
Eventually.
closed box over
But
there.
you got to prioritize. You got to prioritize your stuff. What is most important? Because you've only got so much time to play. Because your time in this game goes by
Should I run a
super
motorcycle
fast.
out to him?
So, like, you feel like it's only been a few minutes. Like, when I was doing that quartermastering last night, it really felt like about 10, 15 minutes. But I was doing it for like an hour and a half,
Holy
which I then
crap,
have to
he's way
edit down
down
now into just like a
Maybe I should
10-minute
go get him a
video
motorbike.
talking about how to
Oh,
do
yeah.
quartermastering.
Take my spare down there.
So
Where's
that's
Daniel?
going to be hours of
He's
my
down
time because
south
if
near
it's
the
an hour
trader.
long, then that means it's going to take me about 4 hours to cut it
Near
down.
the
So
dogs.
he's
so
actually in the wasteland biome.
That's the way this game goes. So you
Yeah.
only have so much time to do stuff, and if you do it too quick, this happens where stuff
Alright, I'll put a
starts
bike
to fall
together.
down, right? Stuff starts to break and
It's a
fall
better
down.
to wear shorts in the desert too.
Let's see if we can
Uh-huh.
finish
Yep.
out this one corner here.
Some
It's
people just wear overalls and that's it.
That's what I get on right now.
Yeah, some people just wear just the overalls. Okay, I'm not dead yet. In the snow biome, when it starts
That's
snowing,
very
it
good.
actually
This is
buries the landmines and you can't see them. So this is fun.
All right, so I don't know why we built a whole nother row here,
Break a leg, go.
but now it's going to
Alright, I'm gonna
irritate
go
me if I
save
don't
Daniel
just
real
fix it.
fast.
Why we need a second support all along there.
Oh god, there's landmines. Okay.
I don't know, but
Did
I
you
am
step on
gonna
one?
just-
No, but I hear them going off around me.
I'm just going to fix it because that'll drive me crazy. Oh, out. All right, so we just concreted in the top
Mr.
part there.
Builder,
Now I've got to
watching
do
my
the other
Ford just
sides
running full
eventually.
speed,
Again, this
saying,
was
"My
just supposed to
God
be a
was
walkway.
down."
Just a walkway for people to walk back and forth when they're looking. Oh, wow, look, the airdrop is literally like a block over.
Well, surprisingly, the gun's still there. Ammo, not so much.
Probably
You're
just grabbed
already
it for like a horde night or something. Oh, you guys did knock down those buildings. Look at you go. Did you knock them down with some rockets, or did you go over there and properly knock them down?
We properly knocked them down.
Oh, that's
Your two officers took care of that. We double did that.
cool.
Okay, the forge is done.
Shoot the
I get back.
landmines.
So
Okay.
what?
I'm
What
going
do
out to that
Oh, there
painkillers
you
and
go.
antibiotics do?
Painkillers kill the pain, and antibiotics
We got that
cure any
And I'll let Dark Angel and
bad
Chewie
things
come back
you
and
might
repair that.
catch.
That's no big deal.
You get a zombie disease.
Now we've
Yeah,
got
if you get
to create
infected,
an underground
You get
ramp
dysentery.
down into the base.
If
That
you get
sucks.
if you get too close to
What
Samson,
up?
you get his cooties. You might
Right
need
on
that
the
too.
spikes. Awesome. Well, we're going to jump on the spikes. Let's do it. Woohoo!
So why don't they just call it cootie juice?
I'm caught on the barbed wire.
Well, Samson's has got all kinds of bad cooties. You just don't want to be there.
Jumping on the barbed wire.
You might
I
start
could have went in
complaining
the
like
easy
he
way, but
does.
that's not fun. Let's do it the hard way. Let's do it. Okay, so down here is our actual base.
Boy, you guys did a lot
Right?
of digging
Is
to
our
make this.
garage. Now our base is way at the bottom of the game, so we got to get the ramp so it goes down to the very bottom. Now this will block any zombies from getting in there, but you can go in there with your bike. You can get through there. Now you can't get through there as a person. See, as a person you can't go through there. Look, looks like they've already been trying to break it too. So the zombies will come over here eventually and break this and get down in there. So if they do get down in there, you don't want them. You don't want them, of course, getting all the way down into your base. So you want to have, like a door or something there to block them. So I'm going to go ahead and create the ramps that bring it down into the base. And I might have to L-shape it. Now, because it's only 50 meters down, it's not like our other base, which is 80, and then we had one before that was like 100 plus down. It's not as tough. It's not as tough to build. So it's only 50 blocks down. So what we're going to try to do is build an archway. Somebody's trolling me at the door.
Oh, you gotta watch out for that.
Wait, you trolling me at the door or what?
Yep.
Wait, you trolling me.
Oh, you better watch that. Kiss doesn't like trolls.
All right.
At least he's honest.
Yeah, that's true. Well, me and Wade been around for a long time. We mess with each other from time to time.
Munch is-
Kids was trying to put in the drawbridge down. As he put it down, I pull it back up.
Okay, so again, we're down here now, right over here.
Yeah,
We're
don't
56
you
meters down.
real low.
So,
Right.
how does this Kismet kill box work on Zombie Night?
Great.
Works fantastic. It's
When people
completely
repair the
overkill,
spikes.
just the way we like it.
On the bottom.
It's completely overkill. So right here, the 56 meters down. So I've got to get 56 meters down. I want to build some ramps as I'm kind of going down. I'm going to need to build some structure to hold the sand so the sand doesn't come down. So we want to go ahead and just get some structure stuff. I'll probably just use my frames that I've already got, my rebar frames as well. But just in case, we'll go ahead and bring some wood frames as well. There we go. What else do we need? We need our food and water. We got that. I'm going to go ahead and build out our frames. Maybe going to need some wood. Bring that. And what do we got here? A whole bunch of that still going. All right. And so I was going to save all of this concrete, by the way, for this driveway. I want to make a big, wide concrete driveway that goes all the way to the bottom of the base, which is going to be cool. And literally, it's going to come to the bottom of the base, and I want it to L-shape and end up where you could literally drive your bike right here. You drive your bike right here, you drop everything off, you turn around, and you drive back out again. You drive right out of the base, all the way from the bottom, which I think would be awesome. Awesome. So now I can do switchbacks and all of that, but I would rather it just kind of ramp straight down. Oh, wait, I forgot to make the ramps. That's going to be helpful. That's going to be helpful. So I'm going to start with just some basic frame ramps. So let's go over here and let's start with that. Hey, there's Daniel the Red. What's up, buddy? Daniel
He's
the Red.
getting a bike made right now for him to ride to town.
So do you guys build another one of these as you move up to another town?
No, this is just kind of a mega undertaking to see if the team could do it, and we did it. And now you can go build a house if you want. You can eventually we'll build a wall around here. Right now, I'm going to work on the garage so you can drive all the way to the bottom of the base. Everybody's taken over like different things. Like Chewy's got his restaurant. One person has like the drugstore. There's also a tool store over there if somebody wants to take that over.
Daniel, stay here for a second, buddy. I have to go get
Kismet's PP Army House.
Oh yeah, Chewy made that too, which is pretty great. But eventually we're going to tear that down. But he made that temporarily while we were making the base. By the way, you can watch this whole entire base get built on my YouTube stuff eventually. It'll be uploaded.
Why not just wall the whole town?
There are 2 bikes in the old base, says Adama. Ah.
The wall's getting there.
I did forget something. I forgot the seat.
That's a good one. DC thinks we should build an outhouse surrounded by mines. This way, when somebody goes to the outhouse, you shoot the mines and it blows them up on the John. There you go.
I want to see that.
I can't think of a worse way to go. You know, the whole entire like septic tank or whatever is underneath there, the pit that you build, blows up all over you, and then you die.
Can somebody run out a seat out to the front
That's
of
a
the
horrible
base
way to
so I can pick
die.
it up?
All right, ramps. That's what I'm making. They're distracting me. See how easily you can get
Yeah, I
distracted in
forgot
this
to grab a
game?
seat. That's the only thing I forgot.
Ramp. All right, so let's go ahead and work on our ramps.
Okay.
I'm running right
That'll
now. I'll
trust
be
some
right
ramp.
there.
That's good. So I'm going to craft... Oh, I'm probably going to need a ton of them. How much we need? Let's just do 500. Let's just go crazy.
And this bike needs springs.
Let's just go crazy. Now, this is my forge here that I typically use for making tools. So I'm going to go ahead and tell it to craft 500 angled things so that we can just have a ramp coming down. Now, do I know if this is going to work or not? I have no idea.
There are no
I have
seats.
no
I don't like seats.
idea at all. I'm going to wait till I get about 50 of them here, and then I'm just going to try
buddy.
one tunnel first, one kind of tunnel, and then I'm going to widen the tunnel. Gotta mute those guys. They talk as much as me. Then I'm going to widen the tunnel so that it's like industrial strength tunnel, like a real massive tunnel. That, you know, people would, like if you're in the military, you know how they have those big giant bunkers they build underground? That's the kind of driveway that I want to build down there. And that's quite the undertaking. I don't know if we're going to get it done today, and I seriously doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Let's put some rebar frames down right there. We're putting random rebar frames down. What's up with that? Oh, so you can get up to the next level. I see.
So what's your hunger and thirst meter in this? I haven't played this mod before.
Up here, and we're not using it.
The green is your hunger and the blue is thirst.
Alright, thank you.
Ready cotton up on the roof.
I got cotton.
Yeah, Mace has that blocked off so because he has all his stuff up there.
Yeah, I see it.
Are you making the seat?
All right, so let's do it.
And the press.
Now, actually,
I'm
over
coming down.
here, actually, let's go back down.
Well,
Actually,
next
over here,
time
there's
don't
an
forget
entrance as
anything.
I
I'll
know.
go faster up
but
here.
I was in a hurry to
How
come
do you
in.
make a sign?
I could have let you walk back.
Deco station.
Oh no, it's alright. I understand. Everyone's
Or you
forgetful at one point.
Or you can just make it out of your inventory if you have the ability to. You can just make it just by hitting tab. All right, we got to find where it's at. This is on the
It'll be done in
south
like
side.
5 seconds, young, in that workbench.
We're gonna hit. Oh, a bunch of zombies south side.
I'm on my way. Weapons.
Currently,
Girl.
yeah, about 10.
Uh-oh, I have hypothermia.
You should be able to handle it.
Now there's 8. Now there's 4 left, and then there's 3 more coming in.
Oh, now there's a whole bunch.
Oh, those are the ones left over from Cordite.
Oh, did you find them?
Yeah, I bet
This
you they
looks
were,
like 'em.
they were over in that house right over there. That house 1 block over.
That's all right. We'll leave him with Samson and the master. He'll be able to kill him.
Hold on, they're coming from that direction. Let me go check this out. They better not be coming from my house.
Haha, spawning in your house. I saw him spawning in Jay's house the other night. Whoa, who just shot that? Chewy. Somebody just took out under the spikes there.
Wait, did Chewie shoot a rocket off?
I don't know. I don't know who it was.
I don't have a rocket.
I'm nowhere near, so you can't blame me. But I do have rockets.
Or it was a
Yeah, I only got pistol, sniper, and shotgun.
You can shoot off a rocket. I was just wondering, just blew that all up.
Hey, Kiz, can you accept my friend request?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. He's a busy guy.
No.
Thank you.
No problem. Now, I'm trying not to get distracted. I keep getting distracted. I'm going to work on this thing.
Ooh, piece of candy.
I know. Well, that's this game. This game should be called Distraction. So that's all I ever am in this game. Distracted. Okay, so we're going to have the main entry here. And then we'll have a doorway here. And if you want to go all the way to the bottom of the base, we'll start here. Oops, wrong thing. And so that's the entry. And this is going to be the thing going down. All right. So what I'm going to do is
Nope,
run
I
along
couldn't
the wall
find
here,
anything over there, so...
and we're going to start digging down. Oh, I should have got my shovel. Oh,
I hear a screamer. Oh, there's a screamer.
Which direction?
There you go, buddy.
Where the zombies were.
Thank you very much.
Gotta help my peeps.
Wow, these things are hard to control.
Oh, they are. You got a race car motor in that one, that's why.
Oh wow, you just gave him a big boy motor right off the bat, huh?
Oh, it's what, 570. I got a 600 in this thing.
Yeah, Daniel, make sure that you put your initials in your bike. This way you know which bike is yours. Some awesome person on the stream told me that one, and it's fantastic. No locks. By the way, I saw somebody's bike with a lock on it. I want that lock off of there. And I want you to put your initials in the inventory. No lock.
Wolf's got a lock on his.
Because it doesn't help
I took
you
it
at all.
off.
It doesn't help you at all because what will happen is someone will just take your bike anyway. And then you'll be like, where's my bike? And then we're looking around trying to find your bike. We won't know. So that's why I took mine off of mine too. Now, if the lock actually locked your bike where no one could take it or take it apart, that would be the way to do it.
Well, actually, some locks, I don't know how people do it, but it prevents people from actually driving away with it.
Yeah, you can actually put a passcode on your bike if you have a lock. They let you do that now.
Oh, I've done that already. And they still took off my bike. My bike is the one that disappears the most.
I like driving. I'll admit it. I like driving the boss's bike. I used to. Before I had my own.
Fire.
I'll admit it. I took Sam's bike too, but I did drive Kismet's bike. He's got a Ferrari.
Yes, it's kind of the BART garage. They kind of build a bike garage, but I'm going to build it where it goes all the way down. So that's kind of where everybody parks in that little garage there. But it's so far away from the base, the middle part of the base, that you have to kind of run.
Yeah, but I got a new sign on the prison now.
So.
Everybody knows it's mine.
Yeah, I see you had about 6 signs on there. I meant just put one big sign up there, but hey, whatever works. I was taking a tour of the whole town last night.
Oh, you said east side.
Hi,
so
honeys, I'm home, says Jazz, and you are home. Big hugs to you. Let's everybody lean in, do those hugs. Lean in, do those hugs.
I finally made it.
There's a ladder up to that second level behind the drop box-ish on the wall. Yep. Yeah, that second level is, I had my Ford and cement mixer up there. Well, there you go. Bike on fire! Fire!
I will be right back.
I see Nooshke.
After we start.
What's up, Nooshke?
Alright.
If I missed anything else, you guys are hilarious today. I know we're kind of goofy sometimes. We get it. We get on a roll. All right. What am I doing? See, look how quickly I'm distracted. Shovel. Shovel, shovel, shovel. Tools.
How do you put the initials on the bike?
You have to make letters.
Yeah, just make some letters from the deco station down here.
Alright, well, all this is new to me, so I'm going to need help.
Oh, no problem. You know how to get down to the bottom of the base?
No, I don't. But I need to relog in.
Okay, yeah. The actual entrance to our base is on the west side of the base. So that's the first thing you need to know. Then you go across the drawbridge, you go straight ahead through the bars at the end of that long hallway, and there'll be a way down into the base right there. You'll see I think I'll do that. Turn the red arrow off.
Sounds good. Thank
I have
you.
the red arrow on all the time. Okay, shovel. Got it. Check. Got to run all the way out to the other side. Charge with my shovel. And now, because this is sand,
You know
I
you're
can use
good
a
when
shovel.
you take their heads off with a shotgun.
Now, you got to watch out that it will cave in on you. I proved it possible. I was told, no, it won't cave in if you just cut it just a little bit, right? If you're 14 levels down from the top of the base, you'll be fine. But no, I only cut just a little bit, too. It was like 5 on each side and then underneath, and then the whole thing started caving in. It was not good. It was not good. But it was a learning experience, and I didn't die. So there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and clear.
Some zombies wanted to play with me, and I got off and said, okay, we can do
some more
that.
here.
Grab a shotgun, shoot their head.
Clear it out.
Used to run from zombies. Not anymore.
So yeah,
I run toward them.
this kind of basement was already here from before. So what they had done is they had kind of built it up and rebuilt it so they could kind of do parking under here and so forth to just try to do a parking. But on my ultimate goal, I'm not sure if I should do it here or I should do it over there. But I want to give the option of people just to be able to park in here. But you know me, I want to go straight in. I just want to go straight in and straight down. Screw it. I'm calling it. I'm calling it straight down. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. Forget this. Forget this stuff. Fill that back in.
I say start right here.
I'm going to go over here. So I just want to go straight. I just want to go straight. I don't want to go at it. I have to go up that thing and then down again and all of that.
Right here.
Straight in. No, I'm gonna do straight. I'm gonna do straight. I'm just telling the stream. It'll catch up in a minute. When I come in the thing, I want to come down the ramp and go straight down into the base. I don't want to fool around. All right. Time to go digging. All right, let me put up some warning stuff for everybody. So don't fall down the hole here. All right, let's start digging. Did I get those angled? Of course I didn't, because I got distracted yet again. Totally and utterly distracted. I didn't grab those things while I was down there. They're probably all done down there, too. Just make a hug parking bay. A huge parking bay. Yeah, I am. I'm going to make a huge parking bay at the bottom of the ground, and I'm going to make it epic. I'm going to make it the mega parking structure, because we already have the mega base. And eventually I'll have the mega tower, which I'm eventually going to work on tonight if I have enough time to do that. But I kept saying I'm going to do the garage, and I've already kind of tested out a bit of what I want in the tower. And we can fool around with that for just, I don't know, 30 minutes or so at the end of the stream here. But we're going to get this garage going. This
Who put all these wooden frames up?
Where?
Down here in the garage.
Not wooden frames, they're mine, and don't touch them.
That means touch them, Samson.
Lick them.
Lick
them.
So,
Nope.
He's so into what is everybody else doing all the time.
Yeah, he is. He's
I've
very
been talking
picky.
about that on the stream and also with you guys for like the last 30 minutes how I'm going to be making this garage down there or this ramp down to the bottom of the game. But somehow Samson missed that.
Because he wasn't paying attention to you. That's the problem.
Of course I wasn't paying attention. I was more worried about repairing the spikes. You guys keep messing up.
Uh huh.
See, us guys, not him. See?
Yep.
I seen him blow up spikes.
It was
I
good.
have not.
You always
I have
blame
you
the
know.
person who isn't playing.
I'll have you know I don't have a rocket launcher of my own.
Yeah, you do.
What? Where?
Don't lie, I've seen it.
All right.
I don't
Let's
know.
start digging. Let's
Okay, who's
say-
having fun with a mini bike horn?
Probably Wolf. He likes to honk those things.
No, I'm like 5 kilometers away from you guys.
Probably true.
Oh, it'd be nice if it was Horde Night and you were out that far.
Let's say right there.
Then it'd be more fun.
I
It's
respectfully
actually not me
decline.
this time.
All right. Well, we went 1 down so far. 54 more to go. Let's do
I'm
this.
city hunting, man. I'm way out here.
Well, you just stay way out there, though.
Now, I don't know if this is gonna
No,
work.
I want to come back eventually.
I have
I'll be
I have
back. I gotta take
zero
the dog out.
idea. I have no idea. But if you want to try something, you got to try it. You got to go for it.
You can't tell me to stay away. I mean, you can, but will it work? That's a different question.
And why is my light not working? I wonder why my light on my thing is not working. Take it off. What do you guys think if my light isn't working? I'm holding down F and it's not working.
Take it
Give
off
the
and put it
goggles
back on.
on.
Sometimes it doesn't work.
Okay, I'm back.
That's
Welcome
why.
Ah, there we go.
Yep.
It was my goggles that was causing. Excuse me, Chewy.
Yeah. Every time you re-log in, Kismet, the goggles need to be taken off and on for them to work.
Ah, well, then I'm going to get rid of them goggles then. My
Yeah,
helmet
they're
will
no
not-
good.
Yeah. Same thing if you're on a motorbike. They flip out to the right side, and you got to readjust them every time you get on and off a motorbike.
They're a real pain in the backside.
Ah. Not low enough. Oh, I can just crouch past it. Look at that. So yeah, here I go. Watch me get crushed in here.
I just use a full face.
Watch me get crushed.
You can get like a flashlight, and you can craft your flashlight on most helmets. I've noticed that.
All
It's
right.
duct tape one on.
You literally do. That's part of the recipe is duct tape.
Got a ton of duct tape. I put that in the duct tape box. I'm getting way faster at the quartermastering. It used to take me like 6-7 hours. I think the first time was like 9 hours. But I did like an hour and a half, all 15 boxes last night. It was awesome. And actually, before, I did it 9 hours with only 7 drop boxes. So you think about it, it's actually like even less amount of time. Think about it in the long run. All right, so I'm digging kind of a angle here down to the middle of the base. Now,
Just taught myself IP subnetting for my final tomorrow.
so I kind of
Oh,
need to
nice.
watch where I'm going, so that, you know, when I get down here, I can
I was
L-shape
in-
it to the
in
middle of the
class
base, or I
for when
might
he
just
taught it, so I had to
I
figure
might
it
just
out
keep
real quick.
going even at the bottom until I can L-shape it across. So right about here, I'm gonna go ahead and set that quick waypoint so I know if I get too far there, which way to go. Now, let's take a look at our thing so far. Got Chewy in the wake. Chewy! Chewy, Chewy, Chewy. Chewy crotch. Out of the way, Chewy. Chewy! That's how you tell him to get out of the way. All right.
Sorry, I'm sitting here watching the stream.
Yeah, no problem. I just want to see if it works. Oh, yeah, it works. Nice. Works good. Gotta keep that up there for safety in case somebody comes into the garage. Alright, so far, so good. No cave-ins. Looking good. So it looks like I need to take kind of two things off at a time, so that people can make it by there. I'm just gonna keep on digging it out, like so. We're gonna try to get to the bottom of the game. Hopefully, I have enough. I have 500. That should be enough.
Well, if you see a building way out in the desert, it's Samson's mine.
Oh, to the northeast of the city.
Yeah, it's a big building. Huge in the middle of the desert. I thought it was something else. And I was like, oh, wow, look at this.
Yeah, me and Jai, that's the one that we had all found, right? And we went and explored. Because we went in there and looked at it and went, oh, wow, it's pretty.
All right, so what I'm building, for those just tuning in, is I am building a ramp to the bottom of the game. This way you can literally just drive your bike in to the very bottom of the game. Which is
What's the
going to be
progression rate
awesome.
in SWTOR?
Well,
That's a progression. That's when you got a group of guys that are that show up every week and are going together, and we keep going and we going and going and get gear until we start doing hard mode stuff. That's a progression raid.
Yeah, you run through like all the difficulties as one group.
That's the good explanation.
Getting gear as one group.
Some guy in chat was asking, how come you guys don't do them in SWTOR?
We do.
I don't think we have a set like group.
Well, we're gonna have a set group coming new expansion.
Yeah, we're gonna have 2 set groups. We have 16.
Like a main team and a second main.
Yeah, like we used to have 3 16-mans back in the day.
That's why I made the comment that coming the new expansion, I'm giving you guys 2 weeks to decide on what class you want to play and what on both sides. So you need 2 mains on both sides. And those are the ones we're going to bring every week so that we can gear those up so we can start doing some more harder stuff. When we start doing the harder stuff, then I'll let you guys bring your own later on.
It looks like it's going straight down, but it's actually at an angle. That's a cool little optical illusion. Look at that. See, it looks right that way, but when
I
you
think
look
there's
this
going to
way,
be
it looks
enough
straight up.
significant changes to make people relook at what their favorite class is.
Probably.
That's looking good. That's looking good. What do you
I'm
guys
really
think?
happy about
Looking
tonight.
good?
You guys did a great job.
Hey, Monster Holic, what's up, buddy? How come no progression rate says death row? Yes, we just haven't got to it. We're waiting for the new expansion. That's what they just said in a nutshell.
We didn't wipe it all.
You'll see us just take our time. We don't rush. We're not trying to impress anybody. We've already done
had a lot of
hard
melees
modes
that
and
run.
all of that stuff before. We're just trying to get the team work together. You know, some people do that. They rush. They only get people who are totally elite, and oh well, if you're not good at raids, then you can't join us, and yada yada yada. I tune those people out. I tune those people out when they start talking like that. But I prefer to take the members that I have and teach them how to be great. Right? That's what I prefer to do, because that's more fun for me. Because I don't care about the stuff. The stuff is unimportant.
And,
I never
just
put
to
stuff above
clarify,
people.
Kismet, I have to leave my bike at the base when I'm not online.
Well, in a
can't
minute, you can just park it all the way here at the bottom of the base.
Well, I can't park it at the prison and leave it there.
You can, if you want. It's up to you. It's your bike.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't breaking the rules.
Why you're not parking it like on top of the thing? You go down to the bottom.
I don't do that.
And when you get to 53 meters or whatever, because maybe you can make a big box and then make like a hallway to the base, or
Yeah, when I get to the bottom, I will then L-shape it, unless I hit that instead. I don't think I'm going to hit it, because you got to think this base is 108 in long side, and it's 53 meters, which means I should perfectly hit about the middle. But even if I don't, I'll just cut it back probably in about, I don't know, another 10 meters and then cut across. And that should take me right next to the base. It's all about having the fun, the experimentation to see if this is going to work.
oh yeah, definitely.
That's part of being a builder.
My mine is producing shell, so we got fuel.
Also, don't forget to eat.
Thanks, Chewy. Chewy backing me up.
So my mine is now dishing out shell for the fuel.
Oh, cool. We had somebody making lots of fuel. I forget who it was.
I put in a bunch the other day.
We're just styling just about on everything. I see a lot of people have their Survivor all the way up too, so we're getting stuff. You know, it's like 500 plus in every kind of run. Even mine's all the way up. So anything I pick up,
Yeah,
I don't
mine's
go out very
maxed.
much. Hey
Mine's
kids, you
maxed
ever play a game called Starbound? No, but it sounds like a good game. Sounds like a good game. Let me
I'll go
put
pick
that
up
in
this
my
last
list of
package
games to
before-
check out. Stream notes.
Well, I've never seen this.
List of games. Boom. There we go. I take suggestions. Uh-oh. I don't know. Streaming makes me sneeze. But at least it didn't sneeze in you guys' ear. Hey, Hellboy, what's up? Monster Holic hanging out. Kismet is such an amazing guy. Let's all throw hearts and emotes in the chat for him. Aw, thank you. Want to do a love train, Chewy? Can't do a love train for me. Can't do a love train for myself. But you can do this one. I'm so fluffy, you're gonna die! Thank you, Chewy. I appreciate all that love, man. Chewy always backing me up.
Gun drawn.
Both in the stream and in the game.
What a good
Just for you,
trooper.
Chewy, I'll go ahead and eat some food. Not that I care if I die now. I've hit that 200. I hit my goal. Frankly, I can die all day long and not have to worry about it. Actually, if you hit the... I just noticed that. If you hit the right mouse button too much, it actually doesn't take any effect. Got to hit it and let it take effect and then hit it again. Letting it take effect. All right, I'll play the music for you. Go for it. You want to give me a love train? I appreciate that greatly. Oh, you guys gonna make me get all emotional up in here. Look what you're doing. Look at what you're doing. Making me get emotional. Whew. Think Terra is a bit scaled, a bit larger space, traveling to different planets and stuff. Loot your own spaceships. Awesome. I'm a big fan of space games. I'm a huge backer of Star Citizen. I've also played a massive amount of space games. Just about every space game you can think of in the past, anyway. But isn't it great to be a gamer right now? Isn't it the greatest time ever right now to be a gamer? Now is the time to be a gamer. Because you're just getting such a renaissance of really great games. You like space games? Bunch of space games either out or being made. If you like these kind of games, zombie games, tons of zombie games. If you like just Tetris style games, my wife has about 10 of them. She loves those style of games where you do the crystals or you cross the pets or whatever. Those are awesome games like Farmville and Farming Simulator. I know Grandpa Plays loves those. Also a great streamer, by the way. Go over there and show him some love. As well as just all sorts of awesome games. Like you've got Star Wars The Old Republic, which has been completely done over, which is super fun to play now because they added all of this stuff to make it less tedious from traveling and working together toward common goals. So much more fun. And then, of course, we got a bunch of other awesome games like The Witcher. We've got Skyrim, of course, and Skyrim Special Edition. We've got just a massive amount of stuff, and I could go on and on. I mean, there's just a giant list of them. Giant list of amazing time to be a gamer. And I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to still be around, to be here for the renaissance in gaming. And I appreciate everybody in here throwing that love train. Appreciate it big time. I did get that link. Sorry, Saltbot got you, Bo. Let me get that link. Boom. Got it. Saltbot got you for a second there. Can't put links in my chat or he'll get you. Hey, DJ, what's up? We're doing a love train up in here. Giving me a love train on my own stream. Guys, are getting me emotional up in here. Getting me emotional. Now let's get back to work here. Enough of this screwing around. We got a tunnel to dig here. Let's see where we're at. I'm kind of feeling like I should cut back. I feel like I should start cutting back right there. So I'm going to have to create kind of a flat area here, I think. So let's try to create a little flat area so that we have a little place to turn right here. And then kind of head down. Make it a little bit wider as well. this way. Let's make it wider this way. In the terms of doing stairwells, this would be called a landing. So when you come in, you hit a landing, right? A little flat point. Now you're going to be coming down on your bike, and you're probably going to be coming down full speed, and you're going to slam right into the wall here, and then want to back up. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just dig it out to where we have a bit of extra space here. And I'm also going to support the roof once I get out here a little bit to make sure that this doesn't fall in on somebody's head. Dig it out a little bit. You got to be real careful how you dig in sand. Believe me, if there's anybody who knows, it's me. Because I caused the whole thing to give way. I'm going to use that as a support there. I caused the whole thing to give way and nearly cost us our little mini base that we had built. So there we go. There we go. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you for all that love in chat. Appreciate it big time. Appreciate it big time. You guys, look at you guys making me smile. All right. Let's keep going. So now also we're going to have it like 2 levels high. Now you'll find in everything that I do, I think about my team, right? How cool would this be if you could just drive down like this and just go right to the bottom of the base. So I think I'm going to go here, and then I'm just going to hope this is going to hit, actually maybe here. Yeah, right there. I'm just going to hope that that's going to hit that right. And I'm going to go ahead and put a support there. And let's just go ahead and do one more here, and we'll just kind of make this a little bit higher here if we're going to turn the bike around. And so you can turn around in here and you can go back that way without hitting your head. There we go. Again, put them supports in so it doesn't come down on our head. Think about widening. Maybe widening that eventually. All right, again, we're going to need at least 2 high here.
I'm on my bike here, just testing it out. It's not high enough, the ceiling, it gets stuck.
Yeah, I gotta raise the ceiling. I'm gonna do that and then do some supports. You're gonna see that I actually widen the entire thing out, and I'm gonna make it like industrial strength. That's why I wanted to not use the cement on the outside edge of that cobblestone, because I want to use it where this is like a military style driveway. So you're driving in and out of here in a just massive, massive thing. So right now I'm just testing, just trying to get the where the actual ramps are gonna go. And then I'll come back and widen it. So you should always test first. You don't want to build a giant structure, which you know from watching my Fallout. You know how I don't build giant structures first. I always test it out, build a little bit, see if I screw it up too bad, and then go from there. Always a good thing to do when you're building is not to go too crazy. Right? Don't just build it all out and make this big giant thing, especially in this game where you fill it in and then it's permanent, right? Or fairly permanent. You can knock it back down again, but it burns your resources. For me, I like to just test it out first. Test it out first and get an idea. Because see right there where I screwed it up? I accidentally clicked it at the wrong time. I can just pick it back up again and then redo it. So again, so then again, I'm just kind of making my way down to the bottom of the base. And I'm hoping that mathematically, put that back down there. Dug it just a little bit too far. Mathematically, it somehow magically works. Now, I did not work out the math, and I could have worked out the math, but I don't really know how the ramps work all that well. So I'm just going to just wing it a little bit, because I feel like doing that. I know sometimes you can plan it out, and sometimes just follow your creativity, right? Just follow where your creativity takes you. And I'm a big fan of doing that. Like this whole entire base I mapped out ahead of time. Which I could see a vision of it in my head, so all I really needed to do was to write it down. But this, I don't really know what I want yet until I kind of build it out. And it's not anything that hopefully is going to cause the whole thing to cave in. And we'll see how far we get. Again, let's see where we're at. Yeah, see, we got a ways to go until we hit that other thing. Now, we might actually run into some of the supports. We might run into the supports of our current base, because we don't really know where this is going to come out. And I think that's part of the fun, right? That's part of the fun of doing this kind of thing, is you don't really know where you're going to come out, out the other end. And that's why I'm kind of doing it this way, because it's more fun to watch, I think, than me kind of, figuring all the math out. And guys can watch me do math for an hour. That's not that exciting. I think it's more exciting to just start digging, and then we'll see where we end up at the end. Like so. Then I'll come back and, embellish it later. It's just more fun. Vary your gameplay, as I like to say.
So currently, your position behind the all the supply boxes.
Oh yeah, that's where I'm trying to go.
You're right by the weaponsmith area.
There's the bottom. Now, I want to go north. Actually, I want to go on this side. Yeah, I'm not far enough. Not far enough.
I see you.
I see you. Well, don't dig toward me.
Oh yeah, no,
forward. All right, so I want to dig it forward here a little bit.
Bury him alive.
But I can
Totally
see your
possible.
light.
All right, so I'm going to try to go forward and try to make it where you just kind of drive at the bottom here. My goal is to drive it down here and then make it... Go stand by the drop boxes, Chewie. Let me see where the drop boxes are.
Here is right next to the forage armory on the ammo side.
Okay, but go stand by the drop boxes.
The drop boxes? Oh, you're not even near the drop boxes. You're on the opposite side of the room.
I know, that's why I need you to go stand by the drop boxes.
Gotcha. I understand that.
There we go.
All right, here you go.
There we go. Okay, I had a feeling it was over there. Okay. On the way.
So, are you gonna wrap it around?
I'm going to wrap around the outside. Hey, everybody. How you doing in there? I can see you from my little corner behind the forges.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap it around the outside, but this is not going to be a small thing. This is going to be like a, like a government-size hallway in here.
Hiding there. Here's Kismet.
What's up, everybody? All right, so I'm going to keep going here. And my goal is to make it where you can just drive all the way to where the drop boxes are. And I think we're going to get that goal. I think we're going to get it. This is so fun. If you guys have not discovered this game, by the way, if you just tuned into my channel, you're like, Kismet, what the heck are you playing? This is 7 Days to Die. This is a incredibly fun
All right, I'm
game.
standing right where you should probably come out at.
It is incredibly fun. And as you can see, I'm kind of digging my way through. Now that I have an idea of where I'm going. Oh, or maybe not. Nope, that's not where I want to go. That wasn't you. I'm gonna come out that way. I'm gonna come out that way anyway.
Nah, we can square it up later.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do right now. So there we come in right here, and I'll build a whole arc and everything.
Yeah, I was saying coming out right here. That's probably where it was. I was saying right here.
What the heck is that? Okay, so we're about, let's see how many blocks we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blocks in that direction.
They're all making bets. How soon the roof will collapse on us.
5. Making bets? Are you going to eventually make the ramp wider? Yes, Nishki. I'm going to make it industrial strength wide. So that's 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's about that deep. I need a fifth one deep so that it'll match the other side. So go back over here. See how I use simple math? Isn't that awesome? Simple math is awesome. Math is the language of the universe, by the way, in case you didn't know. Which you probably already know. Okay. And so I'm going to build... Oh, who else is digging in here?
Samson.
No
That's me.
digging.
I'm putting in supports.
No digging.
He's
No
trying to
digging,
bury you.
Bad, Sam.
I'm putting in supports so things don't fall.
Well, dude, the whole reason why I'm only digging 2 wide is so that it doesn't fall.
Oh, it can still fall with too wide.
No, I can't because I already tested it. How do you think I built this whole thing down here? Again, Samson coming in saying, hey, Kismet, I know you spent about 60 hours underground there, bro, but I got it. Building ladders.
He's just trying to kill you.
I know, he's going to kill us all, by the way, because if anything starts cascading down, all of the roof's going to come down, not just that little corner. Because that's what happened to me. You guys will see in that video. I didn't go that far. Only like 5 wide, 5 down there. And then all of a sudden, everything started to cascade in. And you wouldn't think that they would come down that much, like 40 levels, right? But it did. It came down just from that little bit that I did. And the funny thing is I had done it on the other side, and it didn't do that. But on this side, it did. Take that out. There we go. Okay, so we got the start of a ramp. And we got the start of a tunnel here.
Is that steel or cobblestone?
And that should take us straight through. And then you hang a right.
Ooh.
And you're here.
Who in their right mind use steel for that?
Now I'll probably take these drop boxes off at the end. And then this over here, where Chewy's crouching, will become our parking garage. So I'll extend this whole area on here as a parking garage. So let's go ahead and work on some of the under supports here first. So, as I did here, let's go ahead and do 5. Samson's noggin's in the way, but that's okay. I'll just get him right in the noggin. Get him right in the noggin.
I'm hiding in this hole in case everything collapses.
Well, it'll come all the way over there and get you over there. Yeah, it almost crushed me. It almost got me. But as you can see, still good. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go one more, and then a support. Probably bring the support down from up there. Would be good. Yeah, if you want to help, Samson, if you got some frames, see that support right above you, man? There's a rebar frame way up at the top there, next to the concrete.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you bring it down from there? Just run that straight down. There you go. We'll just use that as a temporary support for right now, and we'll make it right later. Make it right later. Okay, so now when you do this, you got to be very careful you don't cause a cave-in, and cause a cascading cave-in. So we can't just start cutting this out like we could with stone. We just start cutting this out like we can with stone, it'll just start collapsing. So we don't want it to do that. We don't want it to collapse, obviously. So you've got to be careful. I'm going to go and pick up these rebar frames. They'll be fine. You got to be careful when you're digging this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here at the bottom and start to build a support system for the ramp. Now, we've got to first figure out the height of the bike that we need. So we're going to go back up to the top and figure out what the actual height of it is. And then what I'm going to do is just going to start working on the sides and then a little bit over the top. And then as I work that down, now that we know it does work and we can get all the way to the bottom and we have that kind of, that actually worked out really good. Now, of course, I wanted in my specs, and you can look at it here, right here in my actual image. Oh, wrong image. Let me find it here for you. Boom, right here. Now this is what I wanted. As you can see, the bike entry tunnel is lined up with the side that I wanted to go. I want to come down in the base and either, you know, zigzag back, because if it was 100, I didn't know how deep it was at the time I made this. But it's only 50. So if we had made it right here in the middle, literally you could just come straight down into the base. But we made it way over here because they wanted to use this garage over here. So we're just going to use that, and then we're going to cut across, and then we'll end up over here. So we've got kind of a double L that we're going to build. But that's building for you. Sometimes you just got to adapt to whatever goes on. So my original idea, and actually I can make that bigger. Again, my original idea for the bike entry tunnel was straight out the middle. And again, we could go down and then cut back and then come back. Or we could do, move my stuff around. Or we could do like this, which I don't really want to do, but if it was so deep, that would say it was 108 deep, right? Or 150 blocks down, you could do kind of double back ramps like this. Which is something I had kind of figured out before. You know, how far down you want to go. You want to go 10 and then switch back and 10 and switch back, or do you want to go 20 and switch back, or 40 and switch back, which would take you 150 down. So there's a way of getting 150 down just by using switchbacks. But I would prefer not to switch back at all. I would prefer it to just go straight down into the base like I originally planned, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So again, first thing we need to do is we need to get up here and we need to see what the width of it is. Okay, so let's get on the bike. Borrow somebody's bike here. Whose bike is this? Crazy's bike. Hey, Crazy, I'm gonna borrow your bike, bro. If I break it, I owe you another one. I'm the boss. I can borrow somebody's bike for a second. I'll put it right back where I got it from because I hate people taking my bike. Alright, so we're gonna take Crazy's bike. And working good there, but when we hit that second thing there, right there, which could be just this piece above, that we're going to need to take that piece out. We're going to put his bike right there. Appreciate the loan, Crazy. We need to take this out here. Probably going to need to make it 3 high. Okay. And that's going to be like that. Now again, the next thing I'm going to do, since the inside of this is going to be left, right? So you got to kind of think, okay, how do you have it here? And how are you going to widen it, right? You're going to widen it to the left so people can utilize this to go down in there.
Oh, you have the diagram still up on the screen there, kids.
Oh, my diagram. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. Let me take that out. I do that quite often. Quite often. Well, there we go. Okay. So, yes, I took this block out right here. And then we have to look down the tunnel and we say, okay, which direction do we want to expand eventually? We want to expand in this direction, in the west direction, because if you look at the garage here, when people are coming in, they can come in, if I widen it enough, they can come in, it'll be pretty wide. People can go out on one side, and people can come in on the other side, which is the reason why I kind of made it here. People can do that. Now this block's going to be right in the way, which kind of sucks. We might put some trusses under here to keep that from falling on our head. Who knows? But now the gist of it is we're going to need at least 3 high for our head here. Oops, and I want my shovel. We're going to need it 3 high. But what I don't want it to do is I don't want it to cave in on my head. So to prevent it from caving in, we need to create like a tunnel that's going to keep it from doing that with supports. So I'm going to go ahead and start building out side supports for it here underneath this. Like so. And eventually this will all be concrete, by the way. Eventually it'll all be concrete. So we're going to go ahead and just put in side support. Now, I don't want it to be concrete right now because I haven't widened it yet, right? If I widen it, then it'll be messed up. And eventually it'll also be ramps going down as well, all the way down. So I'll have to dig that out, make sure I've got my supports in the right spot and all of that. So let's go ahead and just keep going here. Let's keep going. Let's get to that one here. And we're going to go 3 high. Hopefully it doesn't fall in. Like so. Well, that's already kind of 3 high there. Oops. Right there is not 3 high. After a while you can kind of see the different gradations of, you know, where 3 is, where 2 is. That kind of stuff. As you can kind of see, there's like a kind of a vortex shape there, or kind of a rounded shape that's telling us it's not high enough. Again, first thing you want to do, just kind of figure it out, figure out what you want, and then go from there. I'll take that out. There we go. And then you come down and land here. Now, if that needs 3, then this needs 3. So we're going to go ahead and make this 3 high. There's 2.
So what's the best way to break through steel doors?
lockpicks?
You can't lock doors.
You can. I thought you can use lockpicks now on all the doors.
You can use lockpick, but you can't use them on doors, or you can only use them on saves and lockers.
Well, duh, it's a lockpick. You'd think the first thing you use it on was a door.
It specifically says not on doors.
I don't know. That seems odd to me. You'd make a lockpick and not use it on a door.
Use your sledgehammer. It works really well.
Yeah, or pickaxe.
Yeah,
If you're
pickaxe.
trying to get into a vault in a bank, I suggest going through the wall.
All right, here we go. Let me light that up so you guys aren't looking at me play in the dark.
No, I'm in a hotel and
all
it's
right.
got some areas closed off
Again,
with
see
steel
how I'm
doors.
framing it out? I'm trying
Oh,
to
the
frame it
blue
out so it
metal
doesn't
doors?
collapse in on my
Yeah.
head.
Your pick.
Yeah, I'd
Alright.
use a pickaxe.
And again here, I'm going to go ahead and make this 3 up.
Sheer jang, you just pull out a nice, simple sledgehammer and go right through the door.
Now, this would have been a whole lot easier if I had done this in stone, but
Or
next
if you're
time,
Jang, you use a
in
sledgehammer.
stone, bros. We're going to do it in stone so I don't have to go through all this extra work.
Wait, I thought
to-
it was Jing.
to
I
make
thought it
this
was
work.
rocket launcher.
I'll
point
widen
blank it.
this kind of landing out,
That's
too,
only
'cause
if
that's
Samson's
definitely
on
going
the
to
other
be
side
wider.
of the door.
Now, one of the problems, though, with switching back here is that the going down in there is going to be a problem because it's the way it comes down, it runs right next to the base, right? Literally right next to it. So I can't widen it to the right because that's going to mess it up. So I have to widen it to the left, but then, of course, it interferes with the ramp. So that's going to propose a problem for when people are coming up and people are going down later on. So we got to kind of have to think that out. Like, okay, I got the ramp, it comes down, but then when I go down here, which was perfect, it ended up perfect, but it's not quite as perfect, right? So we would probably want to build out in that direction so that when people are coming up and down, we could make it where the ramp works. Or I could tear the whole bottom part out and just build it right through the middle of the bottom part. I mean, there's a whole lot of things we could do. But for right now, we're just trying to make it work once. We're just trying to make it work once, and all that other kind of embellishment of it we can come back and do later. So we're going to go ahead and take this out here. Like so. And try not to collapse the whole base on her head. That's our goal today. Do not collapse the whole base on her head.
Ooh, I found this like makeshift base with towers and built around a food mart.
Cool.
Watch out. If you go in there, the gun's safe, but there's mines on the floor.
Yeah.
You will get blown up.
I think I need a good corner too, because that corner's not going to be enough. I feel like that's not 3. I feel like that's 2. More like 2. It's not 3. 1. I guess it is 3. Feels like 2. I guess because I'm at the bottom. Now again, you're going to have to take the corner out here so that they can turn. Like that, so you can get a bit of a turn in there, right? Boom, and then go this way. Get that out. All right, Chewy, try it.
Let me climb all the way back up there with my broken legs. This might take a minute.
You need a push? Want me to push it? Best love train yet. Thank you, Nooshke. Collapse the roof. I have already done it. I've already collapsed it before, bro. Already checked that off the list. Right after we started building the mega base, too. Literally, like, He's up there building the mega base. I'm down below here trying to dig out
Wait,
this whole
you
bottom
expect them
area.
to come down with a?
And then it just like started cascading down. I was like, oh no, the whole base. So we went up there and I got out of there first. If you wanted to stop cascading, get out of there because you're not around, so it's not activated. As well as what we did is we went in and we had to shore up the roof so that it stopped falling down, so the whole base didn't come down either.
Wait, what happened? Did you find a mine?
No, I got attacked by a zombie from behind when I was shooting another one. Now I gotta get way back out there to get my bike. Thank God I marked it.
Which city did you go to? Which direction?
There's one that's up in the north of the thing. See my bike marked? Or
No.
I got a little marker I shared that said hotel, town with hotel.
Perfect.
No, he's not that far away from
That's
town.
pretty awesome.
Just northeast.
Definitely got to fix that cornering, right, Chewy?
What was that?
So definitely got to fix that cornering so the cornering is a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it works perfect. Awesome. Ah. Okay, part 1, is it possible? I'd say yes. Now block it off so nobody hurts themselves.
Part 2. Can we expand?
Are you not listening? You gotta listen to the stream, bro.
I don't have the stream open.
You should have the stream
He
open.
said he's gonna widen it
Here,
once we
what
know
I'm
it's
gonna do is do this.
possible.
Watch this. Everybody in the stream, tell Samson what I've been saying for like the last 20 minutes. Everybody, tell him what I've been saying about this. You tell him. I'm gonna have everybody in the stream tell you. Tell him what I've been saying. Let's see who's been paying attention. Hey, Cassie, what's up? What's up? Well, you see, what happened was I was trying to make dinner. I mean, I'm not whether you can burn water or not. You can totally burn water. You can burn water. You ever try to do macaroni and cheese and the water burns? Well, it's really the stuff, the starch from the macaroni and cheese. But you can totally burn it. Oh, I went the wrong way there. That is not the direction to go. Right to here. Right to here. Let's see. Tell him what? Tell him what I've been talking about this ramp. He asked me, he goes, are you going to widen this? He's like, are you going to widen this thing? No, I'm going to leave it this little tiny little thing. What did I say I was going to build? What level of building was I going to build this ramp? Tell him what level it was. Not just a little tiny hole, but what level? What kind of grade? I said a certain type of grade am I going to make this tunnel. What kind of grade? Let's let him know. All right, I'm going to eliminate these drop boxes now. Here at the end, let's make sure there's nothing in them before I do that. We'll get that going. Now we're going to actually have to raise it up one more because I'm going to actually have a floor there too, so you're going to be at the floor level. Newski says industrial level, which is very close. I said to a military level, am I going to make this gigantic tunnel coming through here all out of cement? So first, like I say in all the stream, is I say I test first, build later. So you always test out your ramp. You test and see if it's where you want it to be. You always kind of get that kind of base building, which you should see. You should know that, Samson, from all my stuff in Fallout 4. That I build a test out first. Once I test it and I kind of get an idea of what I want, then I go in and I fill all the rest in. Government grade. There you go.
All right. Well, you guys have fun. See you tomorrow.
All right. All right. So now let's go ahead and build a floor. Let's build a floor. What kind of color should we make the floor? Oh, we can make corner rounds. Ooh, blue metal corner round. I like that. I like that idea. All right, so now what we need to do is work on our supports. I'm going to make a big garage right down here at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is going to be 5 right there. So we want it to come down. See where we're at here. That's 5. And this, is that 5? Let's see. 1, 4. No, this is 5. All right, so this is going to be 5. Oh, that's going to be 5. 5. And that's going to be 6. 5, 6 right there. So there's 6. But we want it to be over one more, or is that the lineup? Let's see. Let's make sure we got it lined up. And yes, that's lined up. I'm just going to bring it down as a temporary support while I work on number 6 here. Now this is a dangerous thing I'm doing right now, just so everybody knows. Digging in sand overhead is not an easy thing. The whole thing could cascade down and end up on my head. Much like cobblestone, which you guys saw earlier, that got wrecked. Our whole upper area there got wrecked. So let's do a bit of building.
Hey, is it not good to go into random shacks you find that have tunnels like you guys have built?
Depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
Well, I was on my way to going to get my bike, and then I find this little shack with an underground tunnel you guys have carved.
Oh, that's someone's mine. Yeah.
Oh, that's raw iron right there. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I'll take some of that.
All right, the mine seems pretty extensive.
Oh, you found my little mine I made earlier, or a few days ago.
Okay,
Out in the middle of nowhere?
That's
Yep,
iron.
it was for oil shell and iron.
Find lots of nice stacks of iron up here. Okay, there we go. Now that is the actual support. So let's double check it again as I fall off yet again. Let's go ahead and double check it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5, and that's 6, which is the support. Okay. Now this actually got to go up a little bit higher. It looks like, yeah, it's got to go 2 more up. 2 more up. 1 there, 1 there. Okay, now eventually, again, this is what I wanted to use the concrete for, is I wanted to concrete in all of these pillars and then create a massive concrete thing. But we've got a bunch of concrete going over there. And then, of course, we're going to do all the support pillars first. We're going to do that first before we start to dig out anything further in here. Now, we're going to create some temporary support while we're doing that as well, so that we know that anything above this level is not going to start cascading down on our head. So there is 6 there. And so we're going to actually use the dirt itself as kind of like a cross support here. As we're kind of running this from place to place, we're going to go ahead and just utilize this here since we already have that there as a support, etc. Now, oh, I was going to take these drop boxes out. That's what I was going to do. And I'll rename all these later. Need my axe. I need my axe. I want to ask them a question. Kids, close the diagram, please. I already did. But sorry about that. Doing what? You can burn water. Well, you can burn water while you're doing macaroni and cheese. I know, I've done it. You let it run too long, it spills out of there and it burns. But again, really it's the starch. Really it's the starch in there. All right, let's get rid of these boxes. How are we doing on time? We're doing good. We're doing good. That's the metal. Now, again, this was my ultimate design for it to actually go straight up out of the base this way. Now, I guess I could make another entry, but they already got an entry there, so I don't want to redo the same work. Oh, I need my axe. I don't want to redo the same work that they've already done. So, we'll just go ahead and go with what they got. Go with what they got. Now, also what I want to do here is kind of build out a bit of a floor. An extended floor. Now, this extended floor is going to be nothing but blue.
I found a bunker. Should I mark it?
What kind of bunker is it?
Underground one in a well with a big metal door.
Oh, double check to make sure that me or Jai haven't hit it. If it's respawned, I'll be more than happy to come out there after I clean my inventory out. Because I know exactly where it's at. I just don't know if the stuff is respawned yet or not.
What else do I need? I need my concrete mix. I got wood, but not enough wood. That's what I need. Wood. Wood.
Ah, no, it's cleaned out.
Okay. Yeah, me and Jai, we have all these little hot spots that we have marked all over the map. We do these big old scavenging runs where we just go out and explore for hours.
And go out there. All right. So
like right now, I have a bike full of stuff, and it's going to take me an hour to clean this.
Going to work on the support first. So let's go ahead and then switch this back out again. Right here. So again, always work on your supports first. Lesson learned. All right, so I'm going to take this one out. And then what I'm going to do is try to upgrade that one. There we can. And then I'm going to put this one back in. And then you should work from the bottom. But that one, since it comes together there, I kind of work from up there first. Oops. Did I fill the bottom one? Speaking of filling the bottom one. Yeah, let's find out. No, I didn't. See? Glad I looked. Glad I looked. All right, so you want to be filling from the bottom every fifth space.
More like he found me.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's perfect. So that's every fifth space. Then you want to put a center column, and you want to fill your columns first, and then fill your cross supports. I don't need that rebar anymore, so I don't accidentally fill it. And then I will fill the rest of that across there, and now I no longer need this. And that's going to support that up there, and then we're going to support this, and then build a garage in the back here. And again, we want to make sure that we have supports over the top of stuff when we're digging, so that it doesn't cause that cascade like what happened last time. Like what happened last time. No more of that stuff. So there we go. And as we go along, we'll keep building out our support. So we want to do probably, see the size of this here. Yeah, probably about 5 more in there, and then we'll kind of make that whole back area. I'm going to make it a giant turnaround there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it where you come down, and it's a big L shape that comes into here. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Now, of course, now that I'm adding another level at the bottom, another floor at the level, like this, because it's going to go up, so I'll have to add another level on the way up as well. Now, again, I want this to be industrial strength, like one of those things when you see in the military movies where it has that big, giant thing that you go down. I'll make it 5 levels high and make it all out of concrete all the way up and out of here. It'll be massive. It'll be, well, somewhat massive. Not too massive, but not excessively massive, but big. Very, very big. Okay, and then we've got our cross support already going there. We need a cross support right through here. And so, oh, we got a bit of that stuff right there. Nice, horde knights, 409. 413. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. And lots of nice raw iron. Okay. Again. And again, we'll build out the floor later after we kind of got all the supports in. Again, now what I'm going to try to do is have it tie the supports together. Across here. Wrong tool again, but do what you got to do. Again, just a little bit at a time. Don't get too overzealous or it will cave in, as I found out. Not quite all the way there yet. I know you're all just sitting there going, man, I can't wait till Kismet caves this whole entire thing in again. That could totally happen. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Because at any moment, this whole thing could come crashing down on my head. But I give myself the freedom to make mistakes, to go in and just not have to know everything. Some people feel like you have to know everything all the time. Like, oh my gosh, you don't know that thing. That one thing. Why don't you know that one thing? Because part of the fun is learning those things, is making mistakes. So give yourself the freedom to make mistakes. Give yourself the freedom to experiment and try things out. I give myself that freedom. Always. Always, always. Not dug out yet. Let's take that out of there. Okay, so I'm going to take my time here. Put my light on. Oh, a little too bright. Too bright. Now, after the cave-in, this is what I did. After the cave-in, I stopped trying to go so fast. Like I was trying to take down whole big chunks of it. I stopped going so fast. What I did was I worked all the supports first, kind of cut out a little bit as I went and did all the supports, and then that's how this happened. I expanded it out, even though it used to be only just as big as this kind of little drop box area here. But then it did that whole thing, and then I expanded it out. I put down all the rebar. I built all of this. And then Mace came back and filled in this upper level. I was going to leave it just open, but he wanted to fill it in. I was like, okay, whatever. And as you can see, I put a whole bunch of cross spaces here. I dug this whole entire side out and put that whole side in. I built this whole entire base down here. Built the whole thing. Mace came down and helped me out with the supports to make sure that the top doesn't come down because it had started cascading down because I was trying to go too fast. Just like from Fallout Shelter, slower is faster, right? You guys know. For those who watch my stream all the time, you guys know that one. Slower is faster. That in there. That back. And again. Put in the rest of this. And now we get our nice rock solid start. Now that is a support beam. I don't want to mess with that for right now. We'll get to that in a minute.
Before I sort this out, is this anyone's crossbow in the first drop box so I don't grab it by accident?
Not that I know of.
Only reason I ask is because there's 438 iron crossbow bolts next to it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put it back for the moment.
Those bolts were scattered throughout several boxes. I took everything and moved it into one box.
Oh, okay. Then I'll put it in the ammo box. Thank you.
Okay. So there we go. We dug that out. Now we're good. We're good. So the tunnel can come through here, which I'll probably do. Make it too wide, but I'm also going to make it go around this edge here. And we're going to push out 5 more blocks in this direction. Let's do it. Again, as we're digging it out, we're going to be putting some supports in. I'm also going to be getting lots and lots of sand and stuff, so I can use that later for concrete. And apparently some iron as well. A big iron pocket. Iron is good. Again, I'm going to count it out as we go out. Now, a little trick to this, by the way, is just to do it too wide. Don't try to be too ambitious and dig it 5 high. I already learned that lesson. Usually about 2 high is good enough to get an idea of what you want. Same thing here. I'm going to knock this down like that. Take this. Go down there. There's 1. That's 2. Again, we're coming right off the support there. There's 3. Oh, using the wrong thing again. Put my light on. You guys can see what I'm doing. I'll try to keep it nice and straight here if I can. Sometimes that happens. I'm hitting there. Nope, cutting a little bit left. Alright, there we go. Try to line up. If you make a mistake, no big deal. Just put some supports in there and keep going. Alright, and how far are we? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. And then this one here is going to be the support one. Right there. So 1. That's 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 5. Boom. Yes. This will be the support one. So 1 too far there. 1 too far. Take that out. And that's number 6. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll then try to dig out the support line here. Like so. That's iron. Something else, I'm getting tons of iron. Getting tons of iron. Shooting their gun. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 down. Let's see where we're at. I think we're at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count the 5. That'd be 5. All right, looking good. Looking good. All right, so we'll take out. I'll try not to hit your stuff here. Now, by the way, you don't have to fill this all in with concrete as you go. I have done this with just rebar frame, like so. Yeah, this is a dangerous thing. So if you get nervous, that's gonna fall down. Just throw some supports in there like that, and then it's not so scary. Scary. Iron. Sometimes you got to learn your lesson the hard way. The one time I want it to be sand, it's like not sand. That's pretty funny. Oh, that's fuel right there. That's shale. Wow. Man, I'm lucking out. Finding tons of raw iron and shale at the same time. That's funny. That'd be great if I was actually looking for it. If I was looking for it, it'd be awesome. I'm just trying to put support in here, bros. I'm just trying to put a support across here. Take your time. Not in any hurry. Alright, looking good. Looking good. Gotta fix that corner, but looking good. Now there's right there in that corner, I need another one. You can do it from way down here, by the way. You don't have to go up there. You do it right here. Boom. Just like that. Easy. Easy mode. And there we go. Now we've got our frame in. You don't have to be so worried about that it's going to cascade in now. You can take all this other stuff out, and we're good. We've got the corner there. And if we want to make sure we get it going on, we can go ahead and make sure that we take the top rebar frame out. The reason why we want to take that out is so that it reminds you to fill the corner one first before you put that one back. Otherwise, you'll have basically a block there that is not filled in. So, again, fill in the corner one right there. And then put the block in, like so. Or you can take this one out and do it. I like to take out the support one. That's just me, or the bottom one. And then fill it in again. Work on those supports as you go. So there's 3, 4, 5, and then, which is 5 is load bearing, and then you have the 6th one, which is the support column. So there we go. And now we've got a nice little garage area started there. Just keep on keeping on. Building out. Oh, get my shovel. Get my shovel. So tonight, I guess, is garage night. I should just change the title of the stream. Let's do garage. Garage build. Because we're all wrapped up in this now. I just changed the title of the stream to garage build. There we go. Oh man. Again, all I needed to do is to kind of connect to the walls there. That kind of connects to the walls. Now, if you go too far, just throw some rebar frame in there. Throw some frame in there. Make it easy on yourself. And now we're going to go this way. Ugh. It's always got to be the hardest it possibly can be. Couldn't be easy. It's got to be tough. Again, I spent a lot of time in here. I don't know how many hours it was, but it was a whole lot of hours doing this very thing I'm doing right now to make this whole bottom area here. I went through and I built an absolute ton of this bottom base just by doing this. Just by, once I kind of knew, oh wait a minute, this stuff can cave in. Then I was like, okay, as I'm going, let's make sure we build out the supports. Build out. That's one way of doing it. I didn't mean to do that, but that's one way of doing it. All right, so where are we at? 1, 2, we're at 3. 3 so far. All right. Taking it out. Ah. I knew it was going to be this tough. I got my miner 69er going now, so I can get all this resources. Chewy's in my face. 2, 4. Chewy wants me to eat or something. Chewy wants me to eat or something. Let's eat. Oh, there, my Discord died again. He's trying to tell me my Discord died. I was wondering why those guys were so quiet. That's why they were so quiet. I couldn't hear them. There we go. Now I can hear you guys.
There you go. Now you figured it out.
I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone.
You scared us to death with that shotgun, by the way.
Yeah, it got me
Sorry.
inside the head. It scared the crap out of me.
Sorry about that, man. I was switching over to my pick, and boom, I hit my shotgun, and bam. Yeah, that was awesome. So again, what's supporting this now is these frames and the actual walls of the sand. So you can get away with it down here in the sand if you're just smart about it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the next one is going to be the support one. Again, I'll just dig that out. Maybe not. Or maybe not. I need my pickaxe in case I run into any rock or shale or whatever it is. Okay, and then there's my support one. And we'll dig out that last one. Right there. Or not. There we go. Oh, I guess it was already dug out. Okay, well, I'll put another support in there. And the last one down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the top one is 6. All right, and then we'll count across here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's number 5. Of course, we want to get that top one, so I'm going to take that out. Go ahead and start with that top one. There we go. So that's not always a smart thing to do. You should start with the bottom, really. Start with the bottom and work your way up. But it can hold it. Didn't mean to do that one, but whatever works. Okay. So there we go. We've got our kind of frame going. Got that frame going. We've got it mostly dug out up here. I'll also go in and kind of cut all this down. By the way, when you're doing sand, cut at the top first, I learned. Cut at the top first so that all the sand doesn't come cascading down. If you cut at the bottom here, it'll pull all the other sand down, which is the problem that I had. Okay, now what we need to do, of course it's not easy. Lots and lots of nice iron and stuff in there. Look at all that. Nice iron. All right. I'm just using my pickaxe because I keep running into iron. Because otherwise it would be just too easy. It'd just be too quick if I could do it without running into iron. Of all the places to have an iron area, right where I want to build a garage. Alright, and you can see that other support. Okay, and then our support is actually up there. Too high again there. There we go. That's too low. That's kind of a weird perspective. Oops, again, too high. Turn this way. Oh, yeah, turn that way. There we go. Turn this way and see if we can get it like this. There we go. Then we'll just dig this out. Add frames as we go. And eventually we'll meet up to the other support. As you can see, I've spent an inordinate amount of time figuring out how to build stuff in sand like that. All right, looking good. Put in that support. All right, now our supports are in. Now the dangerous part, removing the sand. Now removing all this sand again is very deadly. So first you want to start with the top part. Try to take that out a bit. What I do is I sweep the top now, just to make sure. Oh. Of course, it can't be easy. Can't be easy. Man, got tons of raw iron. There we go. So what I usually do is if I want to rush, I will cut the bottom off and I'll cut around it and then I'll cut the top off and then it will just drop, which is a quick way of doing it. Now I don't want anything to fall here because I've already seen the end result of what happens when you let stuff fall in here. The whole entire roof starts cascading down. It pulls the rest of the roof down. So I don't want it to do that. I just want to kind of cut out. Now this is all supported by the stuff around it. So that's why I'm cutting up here, so the stuff at the bottom doesn't pull at it. And again, this is how I kind of dug this out after I had that cave in. Take out some of this. How lucky is that I just happened to find that? Looking good so far, thank you. Hey guys, how's the building going? Looks like it's getting, how do I say, vault feeling. I know, huh? It does feel very vault-esque, isn't it? Well, right now I'm building kind of a garage that's going to end up...
Okie doke, I'm going to call it. It's a little bit late for me.
See you, man.
Have yourself a good night.
Take care, way.
So I'm building a garage right now so that people can literally come down in here and park down in here, which is totally cool. Now, what I did this time is instead of just cutting the underneath of this, right, and causing it to cascade down, what I did this time was I cut the top off first. I put in the supports first, and then as you can see, I've got the supports along the top, and then I cut the top of it so that it wouldn't fall. Right, and then I'm just kind of removing it manually here so it doesn't cause a cave-in. I find that this works great with sand. This works really, really good. I'm also finding tons and tons. Apparently, I found like the jackpot of raw iron without even looking. Without even looking for it. Alright, so there's kind of step one. Got that kind of going. Now let's also go ahead and just kind of pretty that up a little bit. I don't know. Looks okay. Looks okay, but we can take that all out and then box that out up there. But right now I'm going to go ahead and just leave it. And then we're going to go ahead and put in our kind of parking area. Try one of these rounded corners. That looks cool. That's cool. It's kind of cool. Cools, man. It's cool, but it's not functional. Because you know what's going to happen? Someone's going to fall down and get stuck in between those. Nah. Alright. Filling in the garage base. And this is a main support here. I don't want to take that out yet. I want to go up here and fix that main support so that it's actually sitting on the support and not offset from our main support. Right here. Going up. Again, I want to come down and sit right on the cross beam. Right there. I'm just going to go ahead and just take it out a little bit. They're kind of a little double support there. Double support.
So, Mr. Kilt in the stream wants to know if you're American, Kismet.
My American, yep. America. Yes, I am American. I'm born and raised in Southern California. Grew up there. And I moved to Tennessee. Tennessee. Beautiful place, by the way. Beautiful place. Of course, there's a lot of beautiful places. All over the world. All over the world. Ah, it's damaging my rebar. Let's go up there. I think that's probably good. Actually, I think that'll support it just fine. So we'll need to go here. go here. Come on. That's tricky. That's tricky. So I'm trying to replace this support here with this one. So that's got to go there, there, and tie in the cross weight here. There we go. All right. And so take this one out. Again, that's the cross weight that way. We need one right there. So I'm very much into building here, as you can see. I'm very involved in trying to figure out where to put this stuff. So I'm gonna do that cross beam. Yeah, that's number 6. So this is 2, and that's 5. Huh. Math is not adding up there. Hold on. Before we get too crazy. Math doesn't add up. Seems like it should be one further. It is one further. Okay. Should be one further. That's number 5. Oh, I was just using that to go up there. I see. I was using that just to go up there. Okay. That's number 6 right there. So what I'm trying to do is line all the cross beams so the supports down below, of course, are supporting what's up above here, which is kind of supporting the roof system here, which I want to do that as well. Everything we're doing is very dangerous in sand. There's number 6. All right. And then I want to fill that in before I do the rest, and then bring it down. I'm kind of doing the same kind of thing here with the cross beams. I always like to double check before I get too far. Alright. And there we go. And we count it. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th one should be the center beam. There we go. Okay. Now we can take this out. And I'll go ahead and just concrete that one in. Okay, so I don't want to take the supports out without making sure that it had another support up there, like we just did. So there we go. So now we've got a cross support, which is now supporting the entire roof up there, so the roof doesn't come down on our head, and it's kind of holding up the ceiling there, which is awesome. And that came out perfect. Perfect. Again, let's fill in the rest of this. And this is our garage that I'm building right now. So this is where we'll end up eventually. Building's going great. Kids, 2 weeks ago, I had an allergic reaction to something, and I was hard to breathe, so I went outside to fresh air. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Hi, Cassie. So, Kismet, are you American? Yes, I am, Mr. Kilts. I am American. Pulls out the shotgun. Don't even think about caving in dirt. I know, I could have told, if I had done that just right, I could have caved the whole thing in. I want a mod that turns power armor into Warhammer 40k armor. I think there is one. I thought there was. I thought there is one. Something along that same line. Alright. Building, building, building. Okay, so my goal here is to try to get this garage going.
Richard Simmons has officially retired. He closed his exercise studio in Beverly Hills.
How old is he?
68.
Oh, wow.
I think he was trying to do the Jack Lane thing, man, where you go until the very last day.
I was just surprised.
Oh, I'm a big fan of Jack LaLanne, by the way. Big fan. Okay, so now we're going to do some more supports. So what I want this to do is now I've got a big thing here, which now this is going to be kind of our downstairs garage. So they'll come down here, and then boom, here will be the drop boxes. I'll probably just extend the drop boxes so they can come in down here and then park down here, or just drive it right up here, and then just back up, and then just drive right back out again. So what I probably should have done was bring that tunnel all the way down over to here. But now I want to make another kind of extension here, and I'm going to extend it right from here, so that they can go. What they can do is just literally go out this way, and then go all the way out. Now I've extended out even more that way, and then the ramp will just take them straight up to here. Now making the two ramps match up is the tough part, because I'm going to widen it this way, and then this part right here is just a little too wide. It's a little too wide. So what I might need to do is back this up a bit, about 5, make the landing here, and then make it go out even further, out by 5. So I'll remove 5 and make it go out by 5, and I'll readjust this as I go. So what I'm really going to do is, now that I know what I want, is I want to work from the bottom up, so that when I match up to this, it'll match up the corner, and then I can make it work, right? So I want to kind of work my way up from the bottom now that I have kind of where I want. Now this is the edge of where I want. I don't want to go that way. I don't want to go that way, because if I do, then I'm going to be going into the stuff that already pre-exists. So I have to go the other way, which is what I want to do anyway. That's the whole end purpose of it, was actually for it to come straight down and to end up right by the drop boxes originally. But again, we will have this all kind of cut out here, and I'm actually going to, thinking about it, I'm going to go block this other area off, so people don't think you need to turn there when they're coming down. Let me pick it up. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and just block in all this area like so. Just create a little support there, and this way people know not to go that way. And then again, you'll come in, and you'll end up right in here. So let's go ahead and work that. So it's going to be about this wide. It's going to be about 5 wide, the ramp, and the whole entire thing that goes up there. So I'm going to make it 5 wide all the way up, and then all the way up to the thing again. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So basically the tunnel will be eventually this wide. And that's why we had to figure out all the distances and stuff like that first. That's why I made a little tiny little tunnel first, to figure out distance and angles and all of that stuff before you start digging all this stuff out, because again, the roof can cave in on you, number 1. And number 2, you haven't really figured out how you're going to make it match up. So that's always what I do first. Try to figure out how to make stuff match up. All right. I do the same thing in Fallout 4. I'll go through and try to make stuff end up correctly. Again, you see me kind of work on the supports here as I go. I'm just thinking toward the supports the whole time. And what are we at? We're at 3 there. Yeah, we're going to have to go a couple supports out. We're going to have to go probably 5 and 5 again, so 10 more out. There's 4. 4. Get way up here. There we go. Oh, and my thing is wrecked. My hammer is wrecked. But I'm the toolsmith. So it makes it really easy for me to just put that in there, grab that, and I will come back and repair that later. Repair it later. Boom, boom. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yum yum. Food is good. Soap water. Mm.
Is it? I wouldn't know. I'm trying to die. We'll see what happens. It's fascinating. I just messing with you. I know you guys are always watching my little bars there as they get really low. Just distracts me from what I'm trying to build here, people. All this eating stuff. But I'll just eat it. Actually, what I really need is some of that beef stew or something, so I don't have to do it 15 times. Let's see if we got some other kind of food up in here. Let's have some nice chunky meat stew. Watch how fast it fills up then. Boom. There we go. Just do one of those. And then eat some cornbread. I don't want to be too greedy there. Oh, this is looking good. Look at this. Underground garage. This is the stuff right here. This is the stuff. And it's gonna be 15 wide, now that I think about it. It'll be 15 wide and then 5 wide all the way up. That will come out awesome. Okay. Again, work on supports first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've already got the 6th one in there. Let's work on that 6th support. Now again, the mistake I made last time is I was going too fast. I was just kind of, oh, okay, boom, 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 knock it out, boom, 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 cut the other thing out. And now I'm not doing it. I'm not in a rush because I know what the end result of that happens. It's like dope. The whole ceiling's coming in. Oh, needs to be one more. One more. Dude, just take your time. I mean, hey, playing a game for it. Just experiment and have fun building. I love to build. It's super fun. Double check that number again. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. There's 5, and there's that support. And we know we're going to keep that as a support, so we're just going to fill it in. Again, I can just pull this one out, get that corner one. You can do it either way. Just try not to forget. Now, of course, if you forget, I could always dig it out on the side. There we go. Another support in. And then we'll go dig out another support over here. Here we go again. Here we go again. See, this is the time in which you don't want the iron. Normally I'd be like, oh, iron, awesome. But not when I'm trying to build some supports here, people. Oh, that's shale right there. Kind of good stuff. Oh, that was gold. That was gold I just found there. There's gold in them there hills. Or this damn base. There's gold in this base.
Texas oil, that is.
Low and easy. Low and easy. Keep counting. 3. You can get, one of the easy ways to do this, by the way, 3 and 2. So 3 and 2, and then you have one more, which again going to be your support. Oh, I'm full. Now you can always tell you're full. There's a whole bunch of stuff on the ground. A whole bunch of stuff at your feet. Like, what's all this crushed sand doing there? Like, dope. Full of sand. Right there, full of sand. I'm gonna put this stuff back into building. I don't need this much stuff on me. Put all that stuff back in building. We can just top out the concrete mix. We'll put that back in there. Oh, not the crushed sand. Get the wood out of there. Let's put this down here. Sand. Don't need to keep that much wood. What I like to do is take about a half a stack of wood and then put the rest of it in. Like that. I got 1,000 shale. Wow.
Listen to my story about a man named Chad, who Martin Luther barely kept his family fed.
I gotta mute him. I gotta mute him. Sorry, I had to mute you, Chewy. Everybody got the idea, though. Had to mute you, bro. Because I have to cut that out of the stream later. Because it's copyrighted. Copyrighted! I know it sucks. It sucks! Still playing it? No. Sorry, bro. Copyrighted music through there. I gotta do it because otherwise it'll strike me on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This guy was only on there for a few seconds. I muted it. No biggie. Kez, you can say this base is golden. Exactly. It's totally golden. All right, what was I doing? Clearing my inventory. It's clear enough now. Let's keep going. Building them some ports. So now there was number 5, so we need to get number 6 in there, which is going to be our main port line. There we go. And we're just going to come straight down on that number 6 there. Wrong tool. Wrong tool. Now see how it's kind of sunk into the wall a little bit too? That'll help support it as well, I found. Let's sink into the wall a little bit. It'll be fine. One more. One more. There we go. Again. Fill her in. Again, just take your time when you're doing stuff in sand. It is possible. It's not easy. In rock, it's super easy. Because you don't have to worry about it caving in every second. But in sand, you do have to worry about it. All right. Got that squared away. We'll go over here. Actually, cut this out a little bit. Let's see what the support is. Take that out. Okay, so there's our support. And this will all be dug out. There's the support. So again, we want to corner, and then 5 more out again. So let's just go ahead and do this side for now. We'll dig this out so we can get the 5 across going. Am I at the top one? No, one more. Right there's the top one. There we go. And 5 more out, and then we should have the width of where we want our downward area to go. I hope you guys like building, because that's what we're doing. We're digging. We're building. I love to build. I think this is one of my favorite things to do in any game. Build stuff. And for those who watch my Fallout 4 stream, you know that I do a lot of building. A lot of building. You just don't know if it's cleared or not. Gives you kind of a similar shape once you've kind of cleared it in certain areas. That makes it way easier. Again, you see me count and recount. There's 3. This is 1. Because, you know, when it comes to supports, that's something you don't want to count wrong. I think that's 5, so 3, 4, 5, yes. Just like in real life construction, you don't want to miscount supports on your house, and then your whole house come down on your head. But then again, maybe you do. Maybe you do. Maybe that's your thing. Okay, double check before we fill that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, good. And I think that's going to kind of extend the outer area of our deal here. Okay, we'll put in our support.
Just an Ordinary Rex asked, kids, are you going to release a YouTube video about farming for dummies on 7 Days to Die?
Farming for dummies? Maybe. I did a Quartermaster one last night, and I got to cut it down from like an hour and a half. It only felt like 10 minutes to me. But I got to cut it down to about 5 to 8 minutes so you can understand quartermastering. I might do gardening in the future. Gardening is very much like Fallout 4 gardening, except for it yields more in the game in 7 Days to Die than it does in Fallout. Which, you know, if you have one thing, if you have one, say, corn, you put that corn down, you let it grow, you then get that corn, and then you put another one down. Now you got 2 of them. And then when both of those yield, then you have now 4, and then you have 4, it goes to 8, 8 to 16, so on and so forth. But it's got to be on grassy ground. That's an important thing to know. It's got to be on grassy ground, and it's got to be hoed out. You take the garden hoe and you flatten it all out. And then sometimes the dirt is actually damaged, so you have to repair it. So you have to have dirt on yourself to try to flatten it out. That's what I did in that other base. Spent a lot of time flattening that out and fixing it and making pathways and all that kind of stuff. And then we left that base. But it doesn't bother me at all because that's part of the progression in this game, is that you're progressing yourself from one area to another. You're going from one small little thing to a bigger and bigger thing over time, for building anyway. For me, that's the way I look at it. That eventually you'll want to build a bigger and better base like what we're doing right now. And this is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. Okay, so we've got this. So we got to cut across this way. Let's cut across this way here. Try not to kill myself. No guarantees. At any moment I could cause a cataclysmic failure here and everybody in here is going to die. Totally possible. Totally possible. Or I could build it perfect the very first time. Or I could do it perfectly just like I just did. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. And there we go. Now we just got to dig this out. We've got this whole area cleared. Again, my lesson from sand, dig at the top first. All right? So right here, we're going to go ahead and dig this out. I'm going to leave this here. So this will be kind of open here, this little corner. If they want to turn a little bit early, they can turn a little bit early and just end up here. Or if they want to park in the kind of back garage here, they can just keep going and come around like that as well. I know some people are going to park theirs right here just because people do that. Park their stuff in the way. Park their stuff in the way. Again, we're going to need to extend this out even further. But let's go ahead and start over here. And we'll go ahead and just do this. Now, I think I flattened this out last time I did this, right? Kind of flattened the top of this out. Yeah, I totally... See how I put up all this rebar up here? And I kind of flattened this whole area out? Yeah, that came out awesome. That came out awesome. And I kind of feel like leaving that there. I think it gives it something. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind later. We'll see. Aesthetically, it's cool. Again, digging at the top first. Digging at the top first. Now, I could, in theory, dig out the top of this and then knock the bottom out afterwards. Make it go a little bit faster. Might try that this time. Do the top first. Now, after a while, you do this enough, kind of climb up here like this and just flatten this out perfectly. Like that. That was awesome. Came out great. Now again, I could undercut this underneath here. See what happens. Let's see what happens. What are we doing on time? Okay, we're gonna have to work on that tower another day. Another day. Jackpot. Found some more stuff. Wasn't looking for it, but I found it. Okay. Get out of there just in case it doesn't drop on my head. Alright, here we go. And there we go. Alright, so again, you can undercut it to make it go a bit faster. Like so. Pick up all this crushed sand. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it because of the chance of a cave-in. You know, it's pretty scary. It's pretty scary. Alright, so we've got that going. Wow, this is awesome. Here's our kind of entry cave. Someone's going to come in and just go boom and run right into this support pillar. Look at that. Boom and blow up right there. Blow up right there. That's a good idea, Rex. Let me grab that idea, by the way. Let me grab it. Put it in my ideas, maybe to get around to at some point for farming. There we go. Kiz the builder. Eat, eat, eat. Yes, he can. Good night, Cassie. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, Rex. Watching Kismet stream. Warm PJs, blankets, nice, quiet. Everyone in the house asleep. Greatest feeling ever. There you go, Rex. Yeah, so when you get to the end of the day, you're just kicking back, chilling out. Ah, I love that point of the day. You know what my point of the day is? Whenever I'm hanging out with you guys. Whenever I'm hanging out with you guys, otherwise my day is just completely chaos all day long. My kids are doing stuff, and I got to come in there and tell them to stop doing the thing or whatever they're doing with the stuff. It's always something. Always something with children. All right, so what we got to do now is just extend this one more time, and we've got this kind of start area. Got this going good. Again, we're being cautious here so we don't cause the whole thing to come down on our head. There's no guarantee of that, but we will try. Now, as you can see, sometimes I will overshoot the ceiling. And if you overshoot a little bit, that's okay. Just put another rebar frame in there. But sometimes... Speaking of, sometimes you kind of undershoot like that. That's a bit of undershooting there. That might have been an overshooting in that one. Stick those rebar frames in there. Again, that was good. That's not far enough. Oh, I forgot to tell you my number trick. I should have showed you that. If you want to make it easy on yourself, go like this. Do 5. Doing this last off stream, I was doing this when I was working on the upper base. So what you do is you take the ones you have, and you just take 5 and you put it in your bar. So when you're creating the cross beam, I mean, it seems so obvious, but it like suddenly dawned on me when I was like, wait a minute, I can just put 5 in there. 2, 3, 4. And then, of course, you've got one left. There you go. Now you know you've got that beam calculated out, and now you got room for one more. Or you could put 6 in there and do it that way, which is how I was doing it. So there you go. So you can have the actual game count for you. Oop, and I think I went one too far there. One too far because I missed it. There we go. So there we go. So now you know. And then in the other direction, you can do the same thing. So that's 6 there. And combine those frames. If you just pick it up by holding on the left mouse button and then just right click, you can tell it to put as many as you want to put in there. And then now you know exactly how many you want to put. Like so. So there you go. So there's kind of 2 ways to do it. You can count it forward or count it backwards. You can manually count it. You can have the game help you a little bit with the counting. Let's show that one the other day. But either way, it's going to help you. I should have 1 left. I'll look here in a second. Yep, 1 left. There we go. So we went 5 across, and we put 1 in the corner, and then 5 down. And there we go. Let's go back. Work on our supports. See if I count that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I just made myself miscount. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I was close. I was close. I just caused myself to miscount because I overshot. So yes, that is a mistake there. If you make a mistake, that's okay in life. If you make a mistake. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the support. Such is life, right? Such is life. So what you do is you do 5, 1, and 5. And I was like, wait a minute, I didn't do 5, 1, and 5. I did 5, 1, and then 1 again, and then 5. And that's how I found the mistake. Now, I'm glad I found that mistake, because if I had done that support would cave in. So now my math should be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So be careful that you double check. And again, if you make a mistake, you know what you do? You just cover it up with this pillar. And now only you guys know that I did that. Or just admit it and say, you know what? I made a mistake. Big deal. Move on. Move on. Move on. Don't kick yourself so much. Life is too short to be kicking yourself on little tiny mistakes like that. Okay. Then we've already got that other pillar going there, so we just need to do the cross pillar. So let's go in here and make a cross pillar. There's a lot of work, as you can see. You'll find me spend hours and hours and hours in here building stuff for the team, which is super fun. Now, right now, I kind of only authorize myself to be building down here, because if I cause everything to break, you know, it'll be my bad, and then nobody else will get the blame, basically. Nobody else will get the blame, just me, and I got strong shoulders. I can take the blame. I can take the blame for making a mistake. It happens. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we've got it widened enough, squared off perfectly. Oh, that is perfect. It's amazing how perfect that came out. That just like perfectly came out. It ended up right next to the base, exactly how I wanted it to go. Now I could say I planned that all out, but I did not. I just tested it first to see if I happened to hit in the right spot. I just happened to hit it. I did not know that it was going to go exactly right along the pillar's edge, because the support edge is right here. And so it just happened to go right along the support edge, just by some miracle, that I hit it right at the exact right spot. Again, pretty lucky there. And I've been pretty lucky at building. I'm always kind of lucky in that way. Lucky in that way. Let's go ahead and dig all this out up here. Climb up here and do it. Climb up here. Doing a lot of digging. Let me catch up on chat. Sorry, I've been so zoned in. How's it going? Asking Huckle Penny. Hey, Huckle Penny, what's up? Sorry, sometimes I do get zoned in. I do try to watch my chart. I've been playing Ark. Oh, there you go. What's the other one? Rust. Rust is the one where you look at people's junk all day. All right? Did I got that ready? Really hope I don't pass out. Well, hey, you can pass out. Go for it. Just leave the stream on. Go for it. You deserve it. You deserve some time to just chill out. Have a nice moment of silence. Dealing with the world. A moment of just resting, do what you want to do, just hanging out in the stream, chilling out with a lot of awesome peeps who hang in my stream all the time. Go for it. Go for it. I like this. I kind of like how you climb up here to the top and do this. I think this one's kind of inset versus the other ones. The other ones are flat. Somewhat flat. And this one I dug up a little bit. It happens. I'm going to do it. Might as well make it look somewhat uniform. I think this is what I did on the last one was I dug it out. Nice and flat. Like that, yeah. That's what I did last time. Hey, well. Alright, let's dig the rest of this out. I like that. You get up to the top and then you just dig straight down. This would take a really long time at the beginning of the game, by the way. Because everything I'm shoveling and it takes like one hit. That's pretty great. Pretty great. Again, if you wanted to shortcut this, you could just cut the bottom out from under it. If you wanted to shortcut. Because this is no tiny project. This is a very involved project, as you can see. And everything in this game takes a really long time. We've got about 8 minutes left. Got about 8 minutes left. No, it's like a pyramid. See, that was like a pyramid. That's cool. That's cool. All right. So there we go. Now, how do we make this ramp work? So I can move the ramp back. I can move the ramp back 5 spaces. So that's what I want to do, because this is the 5th space. Right? Yeah, this is the 5th space by the pillar. So if I want to move it back by 5, I'm going to need to go in 5 in that direction. So this is actually 4 that direction, and then the support. So this will be number 5. I want to go 4 this way. There's 1. Let's get 1. Oops. Oopsie. There's 1. Two, 3, 4. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1 more. 1 more, which is going to be the edge of our ramp. Oh. Okay, fine. this will be the support beam. That'll be the support beam. Okay, so that's support beam, and then this is the width of our ramp. Right there. Looking good. Except for it's not in a good spot. It's not in a good spot because when you come down, you'd have to come down and then turn around and go that way, which kind of sucks. Which kind of sucks. Sucksors. Because you want the turnaround basically to be right about here where you would turn and then go straight down the ramp. So that kind of sucksors. Let's get in there and figure that out. Because if I pass out, I can't talk to the cool people in the stream. We'll know you're there. We'll know you're there, Rex. That's true. I don't need to have a little of the end of the stream. It'll be my first time seeing the end of Kismet's stream looks like. Yes! Oh, you gotta wait to see the end of the stream. I do all sorts of awesome, cool graphics at the end of the stream. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise this ramp up a little bit here. We're gonna just try to, figure out this corner here, and then go from there. Okay, so we're gonna raise this. We're gonna raise the roof. Again, I'm gonna cement all of this later. But for right now, we got to figure it out. Figure it out first. Fill it in later. All right, so right there, we can do this and that, and that'll be the end of the ramp. So the flat part, we would want to go like right about here. Now, you still want to go. You can come down and just turn the corner. Oh, you just come down and turn the corner. Aha, that's even cooler. Come down and boom, hit that corner. Because it'll be 5 wide. Well, that's cool. That's cool. So, let's do this. Let's take this out. Let's stack this up a little bit. Let's stack this up a little bits. Little bitty bits. Take this out. Boom, and then turn that corner. Oop, that doesn't have one. Boom, turn that corner. Maybe I want to turn. No, I think that's good. You hit a flat spot, which is going to allow you to turn. Let's take this out. Don't want that right in our face. I think that'd be enough to turn. 3 is good to turn. 1, 2, 3. We'll block this. Block this off. Like so. See, I was going to make a 5 thing landing, but I think 3 is enough. Of course, when you're coming up, that's going to be a problem. When you're coming up. I'm going to need to kind of push it out by 2. So what I mean is I'm going to push it out like this by 2 in that direction so that I can raise it up higher. See, the corner I knew was going to be the toughest part, and that's why I did the bottom first and tried to figure this out, because hitting the corner just right is probably the most critical part of the whole thing. So when you come in, I need to go up by how many? Let's see. Probably by 2. So let's go up by 2. That there. That there. See how that works out. And let's go ahead and dig this out a little bit more. Not cause this to come in my head. Now, in theory, if I dig this way, you should end up at the end of that one there. It does. Okay, cool. And that's what I want right there. Okay. Take this out. Take this out here. Again, it helps if you visualize the stuff in your head. So we want a 5 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Except for is it actually matching up? Yeah, it's 4, and then this one would be 5. Take some of this out. And 5 there. Okay, now what's going to happen, what this is going to cause to happen is the ramp to actually finish further out. Let me show you what I mean. Because right now the ramp finishes right here. But look at how much leeway we have to push the ramp forward, right? Because the ramp doesn't quite corner perfect because I didn't really know where it was going to end. So I had to find the end, and then, as I always say in Fallout 4, right? You work forwards and then you work backwards. You work forwards and backwards so you can figure out how things work. Now, I could have went in and figured out all the math and all that other stuff to make that work, but it's not quite as fun. Not quite as fun. So again, this is going to be offset forward, so I'll put more rebar there and push it forward a bit, so it'll be pushed forward that way by so many. But now we know where the corner is, we can go through and fix that corner so that the corner matches up perfectly. And you'll see what I mean here in just a second. Let me go ahead and fix this corner here. And now, the ramp will come down like this. Oops. Basically like that. So now it'll be offset. Offset out. Go ahead and fix this out. You guys can see it from the side. I think you guys got the idea what I'm talking about. Leveled up. Okay. And now the ramp is way up here. Ramp is actually offset upwards. Like that. Again, I'll have to take more of this out. Now this is getting dangerous now. Because I got to make sure that I have enough supports. Let's get up here. There we go. So now, see how it corners? And now it's going to corner 5 wide. And then it's going to extend further out. So the only thing I have to worry about is the part that I already had stuff on, right? All the ramps that are currently there, I have to under support that with frames and whatnot. But other than that, now it corners perfectly. And now it can basically just be lined up right here in the corner. So if you do come in, it'll basically just go just like that. And then it'll just, again, it'll land further out, but it'll be perfect in there. So when you're coming down, everybody following with me? Everybody see what I mean? I think you guys know. There we go. You can't? Well, I'm going right now. I'm going right now, Rex. I'm going right now. You don't need to go yet. If you want to see the end of the stream, it's going to be right now. I'm just telling them what's going to go on in here. Now, hopefully someone doesn't come in here and cause this whole entire thing to collapse. But you guys get the general idea. I just want to kind of finish with that. Okay. And we'll go ahead and just fill in the rest of this here. Now, again, I'm going to leave the natural sand here. And just fill in all the rest of these very quickly here. Out to there. Like this. Oops. Got one down there, yep. Fill in all the rest of this. So again, somebody doesn't come in and start messing around. Cause the whole thing to cave in. Clear some of this real quick. And we'll come back in the future. Work on the rest of it. Or we could have left that, not dug that out. Oh, I think we got it. I got it! Oh, baby. Look at that sweetness. That's all sweetness right there. Oops. Except for that one. That's all looking sweet. That is an awesome ramp. That is the stuff right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, now I gotta fix. Oh, hold on. I gotta fix the under part. Gotta fix the under part, or someone's gonna try it and they're gonna fall and can't make it. Ding, the wah, the wah, wah. With the wah, wah, and the wah, wah, and the more wah, wah. Alright, and then that's gonna be like that. I really want to do is just dig it out in such a way. Dig it out in such a way that it doesn't. I don't have to put frames underneath it, right? Like that. See? Oh, except for when that happens. Alright, so I can just put the angles in later. And there should be an angle here. What I really need to do is just take all those angles out. Thank you so much for the host, Beagle. I'm going to be going in just a few minutes, but thank you so much. Appreciate the host. Big time. Big time. So yeah, I need to raise that up. I need to raise the roof. Alright. Let's take a bit of this out. Now we're going to figure out some math here. So we need to do 2 each time. So 1, and then 2, right? Let's see. If you're wondering what I'm building, I am building a ramp to the bottom of the entire base, and I'm making it 5 wide. And it's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome! I can't get out of here because the ceiling is not dug out yet. Anyway, there we go. So yeah, look at that. Boom. Right to the bottom of the base. So each of these need to be 2. So what I'm going to do is just do this. 1, 2. Then jump down. 1. Love buildings. I could do this for the next 12 hours, guys. Easily. Easily, because I want to get it done now, right? You builders know what I'm talking about, right? You don't want to just leave it. You want it to be done. And actually, that's going to be the ground right there, too. That'll be the ground level. So I don't want to put a ramp all the way down. So, now, on the way back, dig this out a little bit. Come on. The rock. And we'll put our ramps on the way down, and then this part will be done. It'll be working already. People can already drive down into the base. Alright. That floor's not tall enough. Oh, no, that's And they'll end up right there. And then they'll go here. But it's probably not tall enough right now. But let's go try it out. Let's go run up the ramp. Why am I not running? Crouching. That's why. That is cool. Oh. Not high enough here. Not high enough in here. I'm going to feel like I need to take one more out of here. All the way down. It's always one more thing. You ever notice that in this game? One more thing. I have this one more thing, and then that one more thing, and that one more thing, and then before you know it's 5 hours later. I got to get this done. I don't want to leave it where they can't drive down here. Then somebody's going to come in here and try to fix it. And then it's going to get wrecked. It's going to get wrecked. Alright, mods, while I'm doing this, find me somebody to raid. Find me somebody to raid. Hopefully you guys got one ready. This thing just fell. Jang stuff. Somebody's stuff just fell. And I have to pick it up. That was my bad. That was my bad. I think that was Jang's. I think that was Jang's. Yep. There's a little thingy out on the wall. Little thingy out on the wall. Pistols. Maybe a wrench. A rocket launcher. Mechanical parts. Ew. I got it all. Yep. Alright, mechanical rocket launcher. SMG. Another wrench, I guess. I don't know what was in there. Well, there you go. There you go. Alright, let's try it. Let's go try it, everybody. Give it a test ride. Put Crazy's bike back. He did, okay. One last thing. Hopefully, we got it going. We're going to do this, Rex. We're going to do this. I feel like it's going to work first try. Let's do this. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. Oh yeah, that's plenty high. Plenty high. Let's see if we can make it all the way to the bottom. I'm making it back up. It's not going to work right now. I love it when a plan comes together. Look at that, everybody. Look at that. Now, of course, I'm going to make the floor a little bit higher at the end there. What do you think? We should probably just fill in the floor while we're at it. Fill in the floor while we're at it. Now, the one problem right now is we can't get the bike out of here. So let's just fill in the floor because I feel like I need to. I feel like I need to fill in the floor. All right. Oh no! Luckily, I fell through the world, but not with a bike. All right, I just fell through the world. Whew! That was close. That was close. Let's go.
Oh, Kismet, no.
Let's log back in again. Log back in. Rip! We'll see if I died. We'll see. Because all that stuff that's on me will now have fallen down to the floor. Let's see. That'll be my first death, too. If I did die. Let's see if I got out of there quick enough. See, you try to do that, just that one more thing. I shouldn't have got off the bike in the hallway. That's what I shouldn't have done, and it pushed me through the wall and then down to my doom. Such is the wonder of Alpha. I am wet. I have my stuff. Did I die? Ha! Ha 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 ha! Check it out. Boom! 0 deaths, baby! Ha 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 ha! Kismet knows what he's doing. Kismet knows how to save his butt. I like my butt just how it is. Not dead. Aha! No rip!
Your screen's still up.
I dodged the rip. Only to you it is. It'll be taken down in a second. It's only
there it is.
20-second delay. So there, I dodged the rip.
Good job. You didn't die. Woohoo!
All right, that was close. That did scare me. I thought I might have died there. All right, just one more thing, one more thing, one more thing. Always one more thing. Come on, let's get this done. Let's get this done. So people can drive down here and complain about how it's too small. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Kismet, you're going to make that wider? Going to make that wider, bro? You're going to leave that like that? Going to make it any wider? Going to leave it? Going to leave it small? Going to make it wider? You're going to leave it small or you're going to make it wider, bro? Next person logs in. Hey, Kismet, you going to make that wider? How about the other thing? Going to make that wider? Oh, I'm out of blue boxes. That sucks. Out of blue boxes. Blue metal box. Right over here. Oh, plenty of iron. Gonna need plenty of boxes. See how many you think we're gonna need? Let's go 200. Go. Alright, we'll let those do its thing. Meanwhile, we'll go check on that bike. Bike's still okay. Okay, good. Still okay on the bike. See, look, this is how it starts. See, this is how it's like 17 minutes over. It's like, hey, I want to finish this one last thing. This one last thing. And you just can't get anything. You can't get anything done. Alright, I'm just going to risk it and see if I can get on the bike. I can't. Okay, let's back it out of there. Do not get out of the bike. I should have known better. I've done that before. Do not get off of the bike in a hallway. Gotta back this baby out. Back this baby out. Right over here. Now get off the bike. There we go. Turn my light on. Oh yeah, it's got to do the whole... Take my glasses off. If I take those glasses off, I don't have any problem with the helmet. I'm just going to keep those glasses off. Okay. Pick that up. Put the ramp there. For now. Because the problem is I can't get the bike out of there because it's on the ground floor and not up there. So it's not like I just, you know, do a little bunny hop and get it out of there. So now, I'm just going to take it back before I actually break Crazy's bike. And then Crazy's like, kill that! What happened to my bike, bro? What happened to my bike, bro? I'm like, Chewy did it. Wait till he hears that on the stream in about 2 seconds. Okay, the stream will be coming to an end. I don't see any whispers, though. Did you guys whisper me with that, who's tonight Rage to be? Yes, Nooski did.
Hey, I heard that.
All right, here we go. Down into the base. All the way down in here. We are going to do this. So nobody comes down here and gets stuck, hopefully. Hopefully. Of course, I could always take the bike apart.
And say, yeah, Nucci should have messed.
200. There we go. Wow, that did that fast. It goes fast. I love to build. Now next time we'll come out and we'll widen this to a nice wide little area. whole thing will be this wide. It's gonna be awesome. Gonna be awesome. Make sure we fill all this in, just in case they make a hard turn and they end up in a hole. We don't want that to happen. I don't know about you, but I think that's cool. That's super cool. Right down to the bottom of the base. That's my new entrance now. I'm just going to bring it right to the bottom of the base. I don't have to go up and down out of the base anymore. That is just too cool. So what we did is we made it work all the ways we needed to make it work, right? There's a frame in there. We made it work in all the ways we needed to make it work. We needed to make it work on the corner and line up to this edge, which actually was like a miracle that it did, right? So to make it line up to this edge, and which we did. So we made that line up, and we somehow made it perfectly angle as well over here. I'm going to take that up a bit more. But we made it perfectly angle like this. So now you've got a great angle. This way you won't hit the pillar. You come down, you can go here, or you can make a quick turn right into there, drop that stuff off. You can also park all your bikes down here at the bottom. That is just so cool. And I'll put in some more supports. I'll put the supports all the way across. Same thing here. I'll have supports every 5 or so. And then, of course, we'll make it work 5 this way. So this, of course, would be 5 wide. And then I'll probably come back and maybe even cement around the outside, just so you don't even see any of this sand. That would be cool. And then over here, I'll make it 5 wide as well. So eventually, the actual arc will be like this, all the way across the whole entire room. And that should be good. Let's see if we can do that from up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So we can do it 5 wide right there. And then we'll go down 5, hit that 5 turn, and then 5 turn. Which will be good. So literally you'll just come right off the top here. Because these ones are just going to... This is the one that where you can come down. The right side is where you can come down. Or that would probably be... Oh, I'll have to flatten that out even more. I might have to do a flatten and push it forward more. Yeah, I'll have to push it forward more because it's going to be 5 wide. 5 wide, then 5 across, and then 5 forward. Oh, see? That's why you test this stuff. That's why I don't fill this all in with concrete. Because I can see now, if I do that 5 wide, then it's going to have to go to a 5 wide block that way. And then this whole entire ramp is going to have to move forward by 4 more forward. But at least they can use the corner for now. They can use the corner for now, then come all the way down, and then come all the way up, and I will fix that. Yeah, this will have to come forward by 4 more. 4 more, I have to dig that out at an angle by 4. This will have to come forward by 4. Yeah. If I want to have a big wide landing there, 5 wide landing, and then you turn and you go down. Yeah, I'll fix it next time. Fix it next time. All right, that's super fun. Of course, we're going to need to put, you know, ability to block any zombies that happen to break into the base. Otherwise, what they'll do is they'll come down this thing and end up getting into the main base, which is not good. Not good. So let's go ahead and actually, speaking of that, let's go ahead and block the entrance. Let's just do that for now, just so no zombies just come down here and destroy our stuff. If somebody wants to move it, they can move it. But for right now, let's walk all the way back up here. Let's not make it too easy for the zombies to get in there.
The entrance is already blocked by those pillars.
There we go. So we'll block it a little bit, also so people don't accidentally come down and kill themselves. And I'm going to log out right here. Okay, so we ran over a little bit extra, but there you go. You guys got a little extra content there. We'll figure out, we'll push that ramp forward by about 4, and then we'll make the mega ramp go straight down. It's going to be awesome. Going to be awesome. And we're going to need to do over supports, and I'll do kind of a big mega cement all the way up to make that work. So there we go. All right. Kismet, is my bike trapped down there? Nope. Crazy. I don't know anything about your bike. I don't know anything about it. I don't know what happened to your bike, bro. I don't know nothing about it. No, it's parked up there, bro. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. I was smart enough to log out before I died. So there we go. Okay, for you, Rex, let's get it going on. Let's go ahead and finish up this stream. Let's do it. Boom! Let's thank some awesome peeps. These guys right here. That's right. Hail to the king. Right here, Dark Angel. Thank you so much for that mega support. Also, big thanks to these guys coming up next. Right there. My legendary supporters, Kidney Killer, Fast Out, Misfit Jim, JS Cags, Resident Spike, as well as we've got Noah, we've got Mace, Tellus, Steel Pie, I'm way ahead today. Action 2.0, Grandpa Plays, Supersize My Peanuts, Karen, Jez, Anglob Sum, and of course, Big JP. Thank you so much for that legendary support. Now, the best way to support the stream is just like those guys. Hit that subscribe button. Maybe you even get to play with us. As well as do Twitter and YouTube, like and subscribe. And, of course, you can also get some more rewards on Patreon if you want. As well as you don't have to do any of that. You can just be an awesome lurker. Just hang out in the channel. That does help. Send out that and say, hey, come over and check out Kismet stream. That does help as well. All those retweets and sending out on Facebook and all of that. So big thanks. Oh, I forgot to update the thing. I did update the thing today. So Sister Wolf, Ameridave, and Chewy, and Newski, and Paul, thank you so much for that mod support. And we're going to go ahead and jump back just real quick. And we're going to check out this right here, which is the schedule. The schedule, of course, SWOTOR and 7 Days Tonight, 7 Days to Die, which is what we did tonight. Tomorrow, on Tuesday, I'm normally off, but I'm also going to be off on Wednesday. The reason why I'm off on Wednesday is because I am going to be off for Thanksgiving, and then I will be back Thanksgiving night, though. And we'll be playing some retro games, some Skyrim, and then, of course, some more 7 Days to Die. Now, on these 2 days, on Tuesday and Wednesday, there's no guarantee I won't come in and finish that and then show you guys the finished product on Thursday. Because it depends on what the family's doing, and if they're all off doing something, then I'll just come in here and I'll start working on that. I'll get some videos running and stuff uploading, and I'll come in and try to finish that whole ramp and show you guys the finished product. All right? So I will see you guys next time. Now, we're going to go ahead and do something real quick here. We're going to go ahead and raid. Let's go back over here. We're going to go ahead and get that raid hype going. So let's go ahead and pause that, and let's get you guys fired up. Boom! With a love train. Let's do it. Let's get that love train going in the chat. Get that love train in the chat. Now what you need to do is blow up the chat with some hearts, with some bombs. Get that Kismet raid or the Kismet love train. Let's do it. All right. Now what I like to do is I like to get that Kismet raid train, love train going. And I like to have my 3 hearts and my 3 bombs. Thank you so much for that follow. Who was that? I was brother Dinky Doo. Thank you so much for that follow. Right here. This is the one I like to use. The Kismet Love Train. Boom. Oh, I forgot the word raid. Love Train raid. Duh. Duh. Must be getting tired. There we go. Also, thank you so much for the other follow. Elite James. Thank you so much for that follow. We're going to get the Kismet Love Train on. Now, this is one of my favorite things to do as a streamer is to go and show other people some love. That's right. I think not only my job in my guild, but on the Twitch community as a whole is to lift everybody up, is to give them that love, is to make them greater, to give them the opportunity to shine. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to give them that opportunity, and we're going to try to make them smile tonight. We're going to try to make them smile. We're going to try to make them have the time of their life, and that's what we're going to try to do.